Prototype, what's up, Queen? You ready to learn? Hey, TikTok, can y'all hear me? Y'all know this shit about to get dark. I'm back. Tiffany, what up? Hey, Tiff, I know you ready to fucking learn, man. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, man. Y'all know the Reaper be creeping. Jamila in this bitch. Oh, yeah, she here. She never late to class. You always ready to learn? That's what I like, making me a proud teacher. You feel me? I'm gonna answer y'all questions today. I mean, answer y'all questions today. You feel me? So if y'all got any questions, that's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap the screen and follow me, and you will get your question answered. Okay? And what questions y'all got today? I'm breaking this shit down. I ain't gonna give y'all no one-word answers. You feel me? Ashton, what's good? Tiff, what's good, Tiff? Appreciate you. Y'all can hear me on TikTok, right, y'all? What the fuck? Oh, y'all can hear me? Make sure y'all tap the screen, y'all. I'm giving it a few more times so people can come in. Just make sure y'all tap the screen. Yeah, ask me some questions. I got y'all. You said how I feel Narcissist has 10 viewers? It feel good because you one of them. You feel me? You one of them 10 viewers, man. I appreciate you. You feel me? Make sure y'all ask questions, y'all. I'm gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree. You feel me? You a fan too, Jay? You feel me? No cap. Y'all be wanting attention. I gave you 2 seconds attention. Now you get ignored for the rest of the life, so you might as well leave now. Cause I ain't talking to your bitch ass. I gave you your fame already, you heard? You said I left my narcissistic X3 go. I went through the whole I changed Hoover phase, which didn't work out. That's good. He don't know where you stay now. He gonna keep hoovering. I'm proud of you for doing that. That's a chess move. You get what I'm saying? That's really a chess move. That's the smartest thing you ever fucking done. Is getting away. I know it hurt, but I'm telling y'all, man, that's what create dark empaths. For real. Putting yourself first. That's self-respect. You get what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap the screen on TikTok, man. My followers need to get a notification. That's why I'm waiting. Y'all ain't tapping. Ask me questions on YouTube, though. We just gonna wait until then. I'm chilling. I'm gonna take my time tonight, man. I'm gonna answer y'all questions, though. The ones I do answer, I'm gonna really help y'all. Feel me? I told y'all, we don't be giving a fuck. You said, what do they think of months of no contact? What we think during months of no contact. First, it's not what people imagine, you know what I'm saying? We're not sitting there missing you the way a healthy person misses someone, you know what I'm saying? At the beginning of no contact, the narcissist feels relief, y'all, not loss. Relief because there's no accountability. Relief because there's no mirror. Relief because we don't have to manage your emotions anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that phase is short, you know what I'm saying? And then something else happened. Disorientation happens, you know what I'm saying? Because no contact doesn't just remove access to you, it moves regulation. You were stabilizing our nervous system without even realizing it, you know that? So after weeks of or like months, the thought shift from I'm free to why don't I feel anchored? You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's when you enter our mind differently. You know what I'm saying? Not as love, not as lodging, but as unfinished business. We replay moments where you stopped reacting. We analyze where control slipped. We wonder if you replaced us emotionally. Saying not because we want intimacy, it's because uncertainty is intolerable to the false self. And look, y'all, here's the part most people don't understand. See, if you heal in silence, if you don't post pain, if you don't reach out, you become more powerful in our mind, not less. Because we can't locate ourselves inside you anymore. You know what I'm saying? No contact doesn't make a narcissist forget you. It removes their ability to confirm you still revolve around them. And when there's no confirmation, the obsession isn't about you. It's about the loss of control over the reflection, y'all. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Do meditation help narcissism? No. That shit don't help. It's gonna help for 2 seconds, then we gonna manipulate you the same day. You feel me? That's what we'll meditate 5 minutes, and then I'll cheat on you the next 5 minutes. Feel me? Call it what you want. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna work on us. We don't want no peace. That's peace. That's like meditation. We don't got time. We thrive in chaos, not peace. That shit gonna feel crazy to us. We ain't think about no damn meditation. You feel me? Everybody ask me questions, y'all. Tap the screen. I'm gonna break this shit down, y'all. You said that was detailed? Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a detailed answer, Juju. Appreciate you. That was a great question, Juju. Everybody I choose to answer your questions, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a real detailed answer. I'm gonna give y'all psychology. Because I know what the fuck going on, man. I used to do this shit. I got y'all, bro. I'm not here to brag. I'm here to teach y'all and help y'all. Whatever y'all need help with, whatever you need clarity on. Just tap the screen and follow me. I got y'all. You feel me? That's all I ask. Just tap the screen and follow me, bro. So our page won't get banned for me answering y'all questions. Because I'm going to give you the raw truth, you heard? Ask me some more questions. Yeah, asked some good questions. That was a good question, you do. You said, how does he feel with me saying I'm with someone new? When you say you're with someone new, a narcissist doesn't feel heartbreak first, okay? He feels threat. Not because he lost romantically, but because he lost position. You know what I'm saying? Like in his mind, you were a role, a regulator, a mirror that confirmed his value. You know what I'm saying? So when you say you're with someone else, his first internal question is not, are you happy? It's, do I still matter? Do I still matter? That's why the reaction can flip. One moment calm, next moment rage, dismissiveness, mocking, sudden indifference, or a fake smile. You feel me? Because the false self is scrambling to resort superiority. I gotta be superior. It's scrambling to reassert that's to be superior again. Here's the truth most people miss, y'all. Like, see, he doesn't imagine you being loved. He imagined another man doing what he believed only he could do. You feel me? That's it. Giving you peace, replacing his assets, occupying the space where he once had control. Not loss of you, loss of dominance. That's what we mad. It's loss of dominance. You know what I'm saying? And if he acts unbothered, that's not healing, okay? That's called damage control. Because indifference is the mask we use when the wound to the ego, not the heart, okay? The real shift happens when you don't explain, you don't prove, you don't perform happiness. You simply move forward. Because the most destabilizing thing for a narcissist isn't you with someone new. It's you no longer checking if he notices. That's when the power actually changes. You feel me? No cap. Y'all got that? Ask me some more questions. I'm gonna answer all y'all questions. I'm gonna break this shit down. Make sure y'all follow me and tap the screen. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to see you. If not, don't say I'm ignoring you, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm on TikTok and we on YouTube. And I'm gonna help as much people as we can, alright? Make sure you follow me, tap the screen, stand out. If not, you will be missed because I can't see you. Not because I'm ignoring you though. I just told y'all that. So I don't wanna hear none of that shit in the chat. I'm literally telling y'all what y'all need to do to stand out. That's what I'm looking for. You feel me? I was forced to change, Holly. We could change, but it's forced. It's not, they not gonna just wake up one day and change because they hurt somebody. Fuck no. You say you follow me and tap the screen. You ain't even following me. You lying. I just looked. And you ain't got no profile picture. You a liar. You like me. Shit, you worse than me. I'm a liar too, shit, but goddamn. You feel me? You said how long does it take? Take for a narcissist to recover, you said? Is that what you said, Dana? A narcissist to recover. Oh, from collapse. From collapse. I'm gonna say that's a good question. From narcissist collapse. Queen Silver. What's up, Queen? I follow you. I'm gonna answer your question though, Dana. You said how long did it take for a narcissistic to collapse or recover from collapse? She said recover from collapse. Y'all want to come up here and ask questions? Yeah, I'm gonna take guests after this question, okay? I'm gonna answer this question. But request to join up. He said for All right. Y'all can hear me? How long does it take for a narcissist to recover from collapse, y'all? Look. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, bro. Recovery, the way a healthy person recovers, doesn't really apply, okay? Like, I get this question a lot. Because collapse doesn't heal the narcissist. When we have a narcissistic collapse, like I said, it don't heal the narcissist, y'all. It exposes them. Okay? What people call recovery is usually stabilization, not growth. If new supplies is found quickly, the narcissist can appear recover in weeks, smiling again, posting again, dating again. But that's not healing, y'all. That's rebuilding the mask. I gotta rebuild the identity. True recovery requires something most narcissists avoid: sustained self-awareness, accountability without projection, and sitting with shame instead of exporting it. That process takes years, and most never stay in it long enough. So what actually happens? They cycle, they numb, they distract, they attach to someone new to regulate their nervous system. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a new supply. From the outside, it looks like they bounce back, y'all. Internally, the structure is weaker than before. You know what I'm saying? That's why the patterns intensify over time. Shorter love bombing phases, faster devaluation. You know what I'm saying? More paranoia. You know what I'm saying? More desperation for control. Stuff like this. Listen, y'all. Every recovery without self-reflection makes the narcissist, like the next collapse, comes quicker. So if you're asking this time, like, you're healing around them, don't. Okay? Their timeline is irrelevant. The moment you detach emotionally, they lose access to the very thing that helped them recover in the first place. And that's the truth most narcissists won't say out loud. You feel me? Healing isn't when they, you feel me, they bounce back. Yeah, I'm about to make you a mob, Queen, for real. You mute them and block their ass. You feel me? That's how you get them out of here. You mute them first, then you block them. Protect the chat, you feel me? Let me see. Get them bitch ass out of here. Protect the whole chat, you feel me? I'm about to answer all y'all questions, y'all, you feel me? Make sure y'all tap the screen and follow me if y'all want to be seen. I'm about to answer some questions, though. Y'all can come here and ask a few questions. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, how are you? Okay, so what would be like the best way to like break a narcissistic man's ego?
You said what's the best way to break a nigga ego? All right. Listen. That's a good question. Now, I need y'all to hear this. It's an education mode for everybody in the chat. Okay? Listen, y'all. Cause listen. A lot of y'all be asking me this, man. The best way to break a narcissist's ego is not by attacking it. Attacks feed it, okay? Arguing feeds it. Explaining feeds it. Exposing feeds it. Trying to humble us feeds it. The narcissistic ego doesn't break from confrontation. It breaks from irrelevance. You feel me? Our ego is not built on confidence. It's fake. This shit is fake. That fake ass confidence I got is fake. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's built on reflection. You feel me? We only feel real when we can see ourselves in your reaction, baby girl. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
So like ignoring.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I got you. The most destabilized thing you can do is this. Become internally unreachable. You hear me? Not cold, not cruel, not performative, just regulated. You get what I'm saying? You stop reacting emotionally. You stop explaining your truth to someone committed to misunderstanding you. You stop monitoring whether they notice. See, that creates something a narcissist cannot tolerate. A mirror that no longer reflects. I'm gonna tell you the psychology. Look, this is psychology behind it. See, when you disengage calmly, the false self has nothing to push against. No friction, no supply, no proof of influence. You know what I'm saying? That creates ego injury, not ego rage, because rage still feels powerful. Silence feels like erosion. You know what I'm saying? Listen closely. If your goal is to break their ego, you are still tied to it. Okay? The real shift happens when you stop trying to affect them at all. You hear me? Because the moment your nervous system no longer orbits theirs, their ego starts starving on its own. No drama, no revenge, no closure speech, just just absence of access. You hear? Absence of access, y'all. I need to write that in the comments, bro. Listen, absence of access. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. That's not manipulation. That's freedom, okay? And freedom is
But
the
then it's
one
like,
thing the false self can't compete with. Okay. Now, what you got another question? I'm sorry. What you were saying?
then what if they stop talking to you after that though?
You said what if they start to stop? They stop talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, they're going to stop talking. That means they can't control you. They losing control. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I will stop talking to you because I'm losing control. That means I'm gonna find somebody easy to control. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna break it down to you in a deeper way. I want you to hear me. Okay. See, they do stop talking to you after that. Sometimes they yes, sometimes no, but not for the reason people think. Okay, they don't stop because they healed. They stop because they lost leverage. Okay, you get what I'm saying? When you become
Yeah.
calm, regulated, and emotionally unavailable, the narcissist can't get orientation from you anymore. So what do? They pull back to regain control internally. You know what I'm saying? They disappear to reset the power dynamic. They tell themselves a story where they're the one choosing distance. We delusional. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that silence is not peace. It's called damage control. Okay? But here's the truth most people don't see. When a narcissist goes quiet after you detach, they don't let go emotionally. They go underground, watching, checking, we stalking, rewriting the narrative in their head. See, silence becomes a test. If you chase, they feel powerful again. If you stay grounded, the silence turns into anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you see the cycle restart. A random message, a breadcrumb, a just checking in. You get what I'm saying? So yes, they may stop talking, but the real question isn't whether they stop reaching out, okay? It's whether you stop waiting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the moment you stop measuring your healing by their behavior, guess what? The dynamic actually ends. Silence doesn't mean they won, okay? It means the game stopped working. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Yeah.
and when the game stops working, control disappears. On my mama.
And I actually peeped that too because like if I'll stop talking to him like all day, then he'll take it lower and block me for like a day or two, and then come back like he didn't just block me.
He will block you. See? I'm telling you, I see. You see how you just called that out?
But
That's
he'll
a
block me
tell right
because
there. When a
I'm not
narcissist
talking to
blocks you
him.
after you detach, that's not shrimp. That's
Right.
called containment, y'all. That's containment. Blocking is how we manage discomfort when we can't manage you. This is how we manage discomfort when I can't manage you. You feel me, Dad? Listen, you stop reacting. You stop feeding dynamic. So the nervous system spikes. Blocking gives the false self a sense of control back. It's my ego. It says to me, if I can't regulate through you, I'll regulate by moving your ass. You feel me? Listen, but here's what people miss. Blocking isn't indifference. Indifference doesn't need barriers, okay? Indifference does not need barriers, y'all. Okay, y'all gotta understand. Indifference does not need barriers, y'all. Blocking means you still matter emotionally, just in a way they can't tolerate, okay? It's the digital version of turning the lights off because the reflection got too honest. You feel me? And pay attention
Right.
to this. If blocking bought him peace, he wouldn't need to unblock later. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly, right? If blocking bought him peace, he wouldn't need to unblock later, right? Think about that. Most blocks are temporary, y'all. They're pauses, y'all. Remember this, they not endings. I used to block all the time. I'm telling you why I used to block my supply. No cap. This how I could tell y'all this. And I'm not bragging. I'm trying to educate y'all, okay? Now look, like I said, most blocks are temporary. They're pauses, not endings. We block, come back. Think about it, y'all. So if you notice the block after you shifted, that means your nervous system changed the power dynamic. Not because you did something to him, but because you stopped doing something for him. And that's when control starts slipping. Not when you fight back, when you step back. You feel me?
Right.
See,
Okay.
when someone blocks you for being calm, that's not rejection, that's impact. I hope I helped you though.
Thank you. Yeah, you did.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming up here, Queen. Y'all give her a fucking Christmas tree for coming up here. Christmas tree in the chat for her. Every day's Christmas. Appreciate you.
Have a nice day.
You too. I'm gonna let y'all come up here and ask 2, 3 questions. You feel me? What's up,
Samira.
Samira? What's up? So, how you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. I've been following you for a while, and I started following you because I had a spike of intuition that I was dating a narcissist, and shit, I was, and I walked away. I just broke up with this person, and the whole breakup, just in the moment, was crazy. She hid my keys. I was packing up my stuff. She wanted to create more arguments. Like, and I'm somebody that is freshly out, and I would tell anybody, like, don't engage, don't react, don't do nothing. Stay silent, be quiet, let them do whatever that they want to do because the delusional mindset is crazy. They're gonna rewrite the whole dynamic. They're going to try and bait
Uh
you.
huh.
They're going to try to control the narrative. People that have this type of mindset, it's all about them. It's all about their feelings, everything that they want. It has nothing to do with you. It's just a complex, unfortunately. But you got to be strong in what you're doing, and you have to bring your power back to yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
don't do any engagement because it's nothing but fuel, you know. And the whole silent treatment, you're right. It's nothing but control because while you're in it, your body goes through like this panic mode, like, oh my God, I'm about to lose this person. But what are you really losing? Nothing. Everything was fake. It was a performance. They were on stage. Once the mask slips, oh, that's when the real person comes out. They're gonna be nice to everybody else, but behind closed doors, motherfuckers is crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Yeah. Damn. Y'all hear that? I'm telling y'all. Look.
Crazy. Crazy
Listen.
bananas.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Look, what she describing, y'all. Like, y'all understand, in this moment, awareness comes online before regulation does, okay? When you first see the narcissist pattern, your intuition spikes, but your nervous system is still bonded to them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So,
True.
listen, so instead of leaving, you start testing, provoking, trying to force truth through conflict. That's not because you're toxic. That's because your body is trying to regain control in a dynamic where you lost it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, this is where a lot of people get stuck. They think awareness equals power, but awareness without regulation actually keeps you engaged longer. Okay?
Absolutely.
You argue
Absolutely.
more, you explain more, you expose more, and every one of those still feeds a narcissist. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So the goal is not to outtalk them, not to predict them, not to teach them psychology. The goal is to become emotionally unreachable, y'all. That's when the
Yep.
narrative actually collapses. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No access.
exact
Nothing.
no access. I appreciate you sharing that because a lot of people are in that exact phase right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep moving so we can help everyone in the room. Okay? Thank you for coming up,
No problem.
Amanda. How you doing, Queen?
I'm good. How are you?
What's up? You got a question?
So yeah, so my son's father, we just split up like 4 days ago. He is a textbook narcissist. He blocked me. He's uh, won't talk to me at all. He's completely like gone ghost on me the past 4 days. Um, we have a 1 year old baby together whom he's gonna come pick up tomorrow. That's the only thing he'll talk about is him, and he just completely shuts me out about everything else. Um, I don't want to be with him, but I want to have a conversation with him about having a healthy co-parenting relationship because our son is so young and we have so many more years to go. but I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to show him that side anymore. Like, I just need to come at him in a way that is going to, like, show him that I'm serious about us being healthy for the sake of our son, but also he doesn't have access to me like that no more. And obviously, you know, I still have feelings for him and everything, but I just know he's not good for me. So what do you think's like the best way for me to go about this tomorrow?
I got you. Look, first, let me say this clearly so your nervous system can settle. See, you are not wrong, okay? You are not crazy, and you are not asking for too much. You're asking for structure, not connection, okay? See, now here's the truth you need to hear before tomorrow. See, you cannot have an emotional co-parent conversation with a narcissist, but you can have a logistical one. You know what I'm saying? Right now, him blocking you is not him being done. It's him trying to regain control after the split. You know what I'm saying? See, blocking is avoidance plus power. Now listen closely, see. The biggest mistake people make in this moment is trying to clear the air. A narcissist does not co-parent through emotional understanding. They co-parent through boundaries and consistency. You know what I'm saying? So here's how you handle tomorrow, okay? You do not talk about the relationship. You do not talk about feelings. You do not talk about closure. You talk like this: dates, times, drop-offs, pickups, health, needs of the child. You hear me? Short,
Yeah.
neutral, and calm. You are not cold, you are regulated. You hear me? Listen,
Yeah.
if he tries to bait you, if he tries to provoke emotion, if he tries to act distant or superior, you do not correct him. You say this: we're here to talk about our child. Let's keep it about that. That sentence alone shifts the power, okay? Now, here's the part most people miss. The fact that you already know he's not good means your intuition is ahead of your attachment. You know what I'm saying? That's good.
Yeah.
But your goal right now is to not make him understand you. Your goal is to protect your assets to your nervous system while still being a present mother. You get what I'm saying? See,
Yes.
co-parent with a narcissist is not about teamwork. It's about predictability. And predictability starves manipulation. If he stays blocked, you let communication happen through text only. Brief, documented, child focused. That's not punishment, that's safety, okay? And let me say this last part clearly. You don't need to be emotional tomorrow because you don't need anything from him emotionally anymore. You already decided. The calm you're
Yeah.
trying to reach comes from knowing you don't have to convince him of anything. Your clarity is enough, okay?
Yeah.
From
Got
tomorrow,
it.
stay grounded, stay belief, stay focused on your child, okay? That's strength. Not silence, not arguing, structure. Okay? See, you don't win against a narcissist by explaining, you win by becoming unmovable. Okay?
Yeah. And I've learned that the hard way. I've always been the one fighting for him. I've always been the one trying to get him to see, and he's the kind of person that just goes completely silent on me and then acts like nothing, like I don't matter, like I don't, you know, it's hard, but I'm just at the point where it's like I'm ready just to surrender and just like it's just about the baby now, you know, and I gotta make it somewhat healthy for the sake of him.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Listen to me closely. What you're calling surrender is not giving up. It's letting go of the fight you were never meant to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
fail because you tried. You didn't lose because you cared. You stayed because your nervous system was bonded to effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You were trained to believe if you loved harder, explained better, proved your worth, you would finally be seen. But with a narcissist, effort doesn't create closeness, it creates imbalance. The more you fought for him, the less he had to show up. And that's the part that hurts the most, not the breakup, but realizing you were fighting alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you say you're ready to surrender, what you're really saying is, I'm tired of abandoning myself. That's not
Yes.
weakness, okay? That's awareness settling into your body. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Yes.
here's what surrender actually looks like. Is you stop auditioning for someone who benefits from your doubt. You stop explaining your value to someone who avoids responsibility. You stop measuring your worth by his absence. You don't need him to finally choose you for this chapter to end. You choosing your piece is enough. And I want you to hear me clearly. See, the calm you're reaching for doesn't come from him changing, okay? It comes from you no longer chasing clarity from someone who survives on confusion. You didn't lose him. You outgrew the role you were forced into. And that's not a breakdown. That's a release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
surrender isn't collapsing. It's laying down a burden that was never yours to carry.
You're right.
You feel me?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Amanda, for coming up here, man. Shout out to Amanda. Let her know she the fucking queen, man. Y'all give her a fucking Christmas tree to chat, man.
Thank you, guys.
Shout out to fucking Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Give her a Christmas tree, man. Y'all gotta get her a fucking tree. Who wanna come up here next? Ask a couple questions. I got y'all, man. Tap that screen. I got y'all. Shit a lie. Percocet, painkillers. Shay, I see you. Shay, what's good?
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm good.
So I guess I really shouldn't even be asking this. But I still really care about him, and I was just trying to see, do they always come? Well, I ain't gonna say always, but do they come back? Usually, he blocked me and he ignores me when I have reached out. So now I'm in like a no contact thing with him. I just wanted to know, do you feel like he'll ever come back or reach out to me?
I'm gonna say this. You said, do I feel like he gonna come back? Yeah, he gonna come back because he can feel you thinking about him. We know. We can feel. You see that feeling you feeling right now? That craving? I'm gonna give you that relief that you need. I'm not coming back to care though. I'm coming back to finish you. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Take a deep breath though. I'm gonna tell you this. Listen. I'm gonna tell you. I want you to really hear me. I want everybody to hear me, okay? Cause this is education. Another education moment, y'all. Y'all can learn from this. Cause I told y'all we don't come back. We don't come back the way I think. I'm saying. You said, do they always come back though? No, they don't always come back. But for the reason people think, like, this shit is so dark, y'all. It's so dark. Like, I gotta understand. A narcissist doesn't come back because of love, okay? They come back when access feels possible again, okay? You feel me? That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, a narcissist doesn't come back because of love. You feel me? They come back when access feels possible again. You feel me? When it feels possible again. I want y'all to really hear that in the chat. When I told, like, you see that feeling? He feel it. Right now, because you're in no contact, your nervous system has gone quiet. That changes the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? When you were reaching out and getting blocked, he felt powerful. You know what I'm saying? Blocking you meant this. I still control when this connection opens and closes. You know what I'm saying? But no contact flips that. Now he doesn't know where he stands inside you. You know what I'm saying? And that creates one or these two outcomes. And he senses you're still emotionally available, still waiting, still hoping. You know what I'm saying? He's more likely to come back, not to repair though, to reassert position. But if he senses like you're actually, like you detach, like if you actually detach emotionally, internally, like if he sense that, because we can sense that too, like I said, he may not come back. Not because you didn't matter, but because he can't guarantee control anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to hear this part. See, the goal is not to predict his return, because waiting for a narcissist to come back keeps you bonded. It keeps you bonded, y'all, even in silence. The real question is this: what happens to you if he does? If he comes back without accountability, without consistency, without change, the cycle resumes. You know what I'm saying? No contact is not a strategy to get him back. You know what I'm saying? It's a boundary to get yourself back. So will he come back? To answer your question, maybe. But the moment you stop needing an answer is the moment you're actually free. And that's the shift that matters, okay? See, healing starts when his next move no longer determines your peace. You get what I'm saying, Shay?
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up here. I answered your question. Thank you.
Yes, you did.
Have a great day. I give her a fucking Christmas tree. You feel me? Give her a tree. Hey y'all, request to come up. Everybody who come up here, y'all gotta give them a Christmas tree for coming up here being brave, man. You feel me? Y'all know everyday Christmas for us. Everyday Christmas for us, yeah. Rose, what's up, Queen? What's up, Rose? How you doing?
Oh shit, how did I get there? Hi.
You didn't mean to come here?
No, I'm actually okay. I don't mind coming. What am no, I don't need to come because I'm at work. I have nothing.
It's okay. Chill in the comments. Okay, listen to the live. Okay, I appreciate you.
Okay.
I love you,
To all
Rose.
the ladies.
Yes, you fine,
Thanks.
Rose. You fine. Shit, that's CTU right there, man. Shout out to Rose. Let me see who else. It's a couple y'all requesting. Yeah, requested come join. Y'all got a request. Come up and ask 2-3 questions. You feel me?
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
Hey, sorry if my voice sounds messed up. I'm sick. But I kind of had like a similar situation to the woman that just left. I was in like a situationship for probably like a solid 2 years on and off. And it was just very, very, very bad. Make a long story short, I kind of tripped on him, went overboard with it, and I tried to come back from the situation. Kind of made like an impulsive, decision, and he kind of like took advantage of it, which then triggered me to reach out to his other supplies, and that was like literally the icing on the cake. By me reaching out to them, he literally threatened me with like a restraining order and everything. So we've been in no contact since like June. And for a while, I was, sitting, hoping, like, okay, maybe we can kind of like repair it. But it took me a long time to just really grasp like everything was just fake, because they put on like that mask, like they really like love bomb you. And I guess, I had the mentality that I was like above the program, I guess you could say. And like he was like very moody, very sensitive and stuff like that. So I felt myself conforming to his program. And I just did like a whole lot of like ass kissing and stuff like that. So, by me flipping out and reaching to his other supply, it made him think like, okay, I turned out to be the bad guy, and he was just like, oh, well, you're trying to justify what you did. And I'm like, bro, you literally did something to me and you got upset because I retaliated. Like, you played with my money, so I'm going to go ahead and play with your money. And I was just like, oh my God, like,
Hey, y'all, I
all
told
these
y'all that's
years
reactive
of
abuse.
fake.
Reactive abuse in the chat. You know what I'm saying? What's your question though? What you want to know? Cause I can see the games he playing. Oh man, I got an answer for you. But whenever you're ready for me to
No,
talk,
you can go ahead.
okay, let me
It's
talk.
just really disturbing how
Listen, you're
you
not
can
crazy though.
experience.
You're not crazy. Look,
Okay.
let me talk to you real quick. I'm glad you shared this. I'm really glad you did. And I want to say something important before I break it down though. What happened to you was not because you were crazy. It's because you were conditioned. Let me translate what you just said in psychological terms so your nervous system can finally make sense of it, okay? See, when you say you went overboard trying to get him back, that wasn't obsession. That was trauma activation. It's called trauma activation. On and off relationships don't train love, they train urgency. You know what I'm saying? Your body learned that closeness was unpredictable, so it learned to fight for relief. Now, listen closely to this part, okay? When he took you back after you went overboard, that didn't mean no, he trying to reconcile things. Reconciliation. No, that was called role reversal. You know what I'm saying?
And no, he never took me back. So he made that by me reaching out to them was like the final straw. Like it was the final straw. In beginning stages of our relationship, when two women reached out to me, I had recorded a conversation of him and I wasn't on no type of malice or anything. It was just for me to like replay everything, because I had like a list of questions that I had wanted to ask him if I was going to supposedly be in this poly relationship. Like I was falling for that type of stuff. So I knew that I had that recording. That was like 2 years, but that was 2 years ago. So once he said, "Oh well, I'm gonna get a restraining order on you," I'm like, "What the hell? Like you're the aggressor. You put your hands on me." So I was like, "You know what? Let me find this recording so I can get him where it hurts." So once I did that, he portrayed me as, "Oh, you can't be trusted. You're scandalous. You told on me." And I'm like, "Bro, how did I tell on you? And you claim we're all in this poly relationship." So I'm like, "Oh, wait, you were lying from the beginning. You had one person thinking this, one person thinking that. But once everybody reached out to me quickly, you had no choice but to be truthful because you knew you couldn't run the same game that you run with them." So he has totally stopped fucking with me. He never came back. Like, never.
All right, let me talk to you real quick. Let me say this. I need you to hear me, okay? Thank you for clarifying that, because what you just said changes the frame completely. What you did was not betrayal, it was documentation. And narcissists do not fear confrontation, they fear records. You get what I'm saying? So when you recorded that conversation, you didn't violate trust, you threatened the whole narrative. You know what I'm saying? Up until that moment, he controlled the story. Who was crazy? Who was unstable? Who could be believed? You know what I'm saying? The second you created proof, you took power away from the false self. You know that? So when he said, "I can't trust you," that wasn't about honesty. That was projection. You get what I'm saying? Because the truth is, he couldn't trust himself anymore to keep manipulating without consequences. Now, let's talk about the poly claim. See, this is important. See, when a narcissist introduce something like we're in a poly relationship after the bond is formed, after like the bond is formed, that is not consent, y'all. That is called retrospective justification. You know what I'm saying? He was already lying, y'all. He was already triangulating. He was already living a double life, double reality. The poly label was used to reframe his behavior. You know what I'm saying? And make your discomfort look like insecurity. So when you reacted, when you reached out, when you tried to make sense of it, you weren't crossing boundaries. You were responding to betrayal disguised as philosophy. You know what I'm saying? And listen, here's the key point I want everyone listening to understand. The reason that moment became the final straw is because narcissists don't discard when you're emotional. They discard when you become dangerous to the image. See, you lost assets because you saw too much and preserved it. That recording represented something he could not erase. You know what that is? It's called reality. You know what I'm saying? And look, once a narcissist knows you have reality on your side, they don't argue. They exit and they refrain. You didn't imagine the lies. You didn't misunderstand the dynamic. You didn't ruin anything real. You exposed something that was never built on truth to begin with. And the fact that you did it for you matters, because that was the first act of self-loyalty in the entire relationship. That wasn't sabotage. That was the moment you stopped protecting his mask at the cost of your sanity. And listen to me closely, see. Anyone who calls you untrustworthy for protecting yourself from deception was never offering safety. They was offering control. You didn't lose a relationship. You exited a system that required you to doubt your own reality. You know what I'm saying? And once that happens, there is no going back forward, okay? See, when truth enters the room, false dynamics don't negotiate. You feel me? I helped you answer your question though.
Yeah, everything you said, I pretty much, like I had to dissect it. I just really had a hard time with like processing that everything was fake. I'm like, man, you've been around my kids, my home, like I wasn't even like the co-part about it. I never tripped about the other women because it was like, although he halfway told the truth, it was like I already, like I knew about them. So it was like our arguments wasn't even about women. It was how he tried to treat me, how he treated them. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to work, for me. You have them trained. And he used to say like, oh, well, out of everybody, I just feel like you're having a hard time with this. You're the one that requires the most attention. And I'm just like, you're not getting the same complaints from them. I'm like, I couldn't understand it. But it was like once I started like really thinking about stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he had them trained. But with me, it was a problem. Like, he could not train me, so it was always just a lot of chaos and confusion, and I would just leave like months at a time. But when you mentioned earlier about like how when you leave, you're not supposed to go back, they'll finish you. Because I left them 3 months prior to this whole ordeal happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is the key reason why I was telling myself not to go back. I didn't really think in my head that he was going to do what he was going to do because I didn't know like their ego meant so much to them. So, it really has me on guard about like being in the, trying to build another relationship with a man. I feel like God had made this situation happen so I can stop being so naive and gullible and actually just believe in a man. And it's just really hurtful when you know that you've given your all to a person who's really
Let me
there
say
for a
this to you, Queen.
person.
Look, I know what you're feeling. Look, what you realize right now is the hardest truth to accept, and I want to honor it. Okay, look, the argument was never about other women. Other women were tools, not the threat. See, the real, I'm gonna tell you. Look, the real conflict was control. When a narcissist introduces other people into the dynamic, it's not about the desire, it's about leverage. You know what I'm saying? See,
Mm-hmm.
those women were already trained to play a role, to comply, to orbit, to not question. They reinforced his power. You didn't, and that's why the dynamic shifted. You weren't fighting about loyalty. We, you was literally resisting domestication of your identity. You get what I'm saying? That's why he got more rigid, more moody, more punitive, because control only works when the other person adapts. And you stopped adapting. So he reframed the story. Everybody mute your mic, please. You know what I'm saying? Listen, like I said, so he reframed the story. He made it about jealousy. He made it about insecurity, about you being difficult. That way, he did that because that way, he never has to admit the truth. That you were the only one in the room he couldn't program. That's also why processing this hurt so deeply because realizing it was fake doesn't just break your heart. It breaks the meaning you assigned to your suffering. You get what I'm saying? You weren't losing him, okay? You were waking up inside a system that was never designed for mutuality. Like y'all gotta understand, it's nothing mutual when you're dealing with us. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you didn't misinterpret this situation. You detected the control early, and that made you a problem. Not because you were wrong, but because you were uncontrollable. And I want to say this clearly for everyone listening, y'all. When a narcissist can't control you, they don't negotiate, y'all. You hear me? When a narcissist can't control you, they don't negotiate. They recruit, they triangulate, they punish, they erase. Not because you're weak, but because you threaten the structure. So if you're sitting there struggling to accept that it was fake, that doesn't mean you're stuck. It means your nervous system is finally catching up to the truth. And the truth is this: you weren't rejected for not being enough. You were released because you were too aware to be managed. That's not shame, okay?
Right.
That's clarity coming
So it's
online.
gonna leave me on block like forever.
Yep, that's clarity. Hold on, y'all. Look, don't come. I want you to hear. That's clarity coming online. Okay? And clarity always hurts before it heals, okay? Control fails the moment awareness refuses to shrink, okay? And that's what I want to say to you, Queen. Thank you for coming up here.
Thank you.
If you need more guidance, I'm here for you. You can book a one-on-one, join the community. Thank you for coming
Okay,
up
how
here.
do I exit out of this?
I got you. Thank you for coming up. Give her a Christmas tree, you heard? Who next? You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn.
I don't want to jump the line. I just didn't know who was. Is it my turn or?
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
Did I kick somebody out by accident? Who was that? Yeah, there she go. All right, you after her. How do you book a one-on-one? Message me on TikTok right now. I'll send you my booking page link. Message me on TikTok, YouTube, email, whatever, and I'll send you my availability. I'm on one-on-one calls all day, every day. Now, what's up? You got a question?
Yes. Okay. So my question relates to the young lady earlier with the co-parenting situation. So I left my narcissist about 3 months ago, and we have a child. I have his first baby. Um, the thing is, he's a malignant one that you talk about. So I feel like I just don't want to be around him. I don't want the baby around because I don't want that manipulation stuff. I've been doing a lot of research on narcissists since I dealt with this guy, and he just really making co-parent difficult. Like he's like, oh, I got some money to send you. And then he won't, I'm like, well, Zelle it, Apple Pay it, Walmart to Walmart it. Like, I don't care. And he's like, well, I only got cash, only got cash. Like, the first 2 months, he did a lot of hoovering and I changed and, trying to, like, blame shift. Like, I'm keeping the home broken and don't want to fix the broken home. Like, not understanding that he's the reason why things are the way they are. And I just want to get away. Like, dealing with him was a lot mentally for me. And like you say, like the anxiety was spiking. Like when I first left, anxiety was out of control. Like I had to really reset and rebalance myself. And it's like I just don't want to be around Buddy like at all. Like I just don't want to see him. So my thing is, this whole time he was doing this hoovering and all this stuff, he never mentioned the baby. He never asked to see the baby. He never did nothing like that for the, nothing. So then later on, when he seen all the hoovering stuff wasn't working, all of a sudden he wanted to say, well, I just want to see my baby. Can I see my baby?
really opened up something special for me. The question that I have is, let me give you a little bit of background. I was married to my husband for 13 years, and I was a singer for 14. So my best friend was my drummer, not my husband. My best friend was my drummer 14 years, and I did not know he was a narcissist, and I didn't know this, but he knew everything about me because he knew everything I wanted. All my dreams, all my wants. He saw me get married. He saw me have babies. He knew everything. I was a very easy target, very easy prey. What I'm curious about is, when you are a narcissist, does it always start off that way? I mean, does it start off as prey? Do they see you as prey? Or do they see you and they think there's like a connection or like love or something, and then once they get in, they do? Because I don't feel like there was anything other than prey for me. I feel like he very easily, very quickly was like, you're with the wrong man, you need to leave him, he doesn't love you, we know each other, we've been together this whole time, you know, we'll get full custody, we'll get a house, we'll have double income. Like it was very quick, easy, convincing to get me away from my family and love bomb me, and then very quickly isolate me. And within less than a year, it turned into massive physical abuse. So I just want to kind of get an idea of how this starts and how I got myself into this situation, because now I know that I'm out of it and to never go back, but I also don't want to ever get tricked back into this again.
Okay. Wow. First off, I appreciate everything you said.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. That was a lot to
It's
get out.
okay.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. You should say play. Let it out. Crying don't mean you weak. It don't mean you weak. Let it out. Sit with it. Let me talk to you, okay? Listen. First, I want to correct something gently but firmly, okay? Like, you were not prey because you were weak. You were targeted because you were open, consistent, and emotionally transparent. That matters, okay? See, narcissists don't hunt people with nothing. They attack the people with history, with depth and endurance. You had 13 years of marriage, 14 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, look, that tells me something important, okay? Look, you know how to commit. You knew how to endure. You knew how to build a life with someone. That's not prey energy, that's resource energy. See? Now, let me explain how this actually starts from the inside. See, yes, in the beginning, a narcissist does assess. Not like a predator stalking prey, but like someone scanning for compatibility of control. Like, we ask unconsciously, y'all, can this person bond deeply? Can they project a future? Can they tolerate ambiguity? Can they hold hope longer than facts? Listen, this is the type of stuff we think, y'all. We listen. You could do all of that. Everything I just named, you could. So the story begins with vision, the house, the future, the language of performance. That's not accidental, okay? Future promises are not about love first. They're about anchoring. See, once you're anchored to the idea of a shared future, isolation becomes easier. Not sudden, gradual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Less time
So,
with others. You know what I'm saying? Less time with others. More time focused inward. You know what I'm saying? More
right.
dependence on a relationship for meaning. And here's the part I want you to hear clearly. See, look, isolation didn't happen because you were naive. It happened because you trusted consistency of words. You believed alignment will follow intention. That's human, okay? That's human.
Yeah, my heart believed in the dream of it all.
Yeah, you're not weak for that though. Listen, that's human. What changed the dynamic was not you becoming prey. It was the moment your identity started shrinking to keep the peace. See, that's what control
Yeah.
replaces. Yeah, Queen, look, that's when control replaces connection. Now, the hardest truth is this: you weren't only seen as prey, you were seen as a home, a place to land, a place to regulate, a place to be admired without being challenged. And when someone becomes your emotional home, leaving feels like self destruction. That's why this hurt the way it does. Not because you were fooled, it's because you invested your life wisdom into something that mirrored safety, but it wasn't. Okay? And here's how you get into, like, this is how you got into that situation, okay? Into this situation.
Okay.
Not by being desperate, not by being broken, but by being willing to believe that consistency meant character. That's not a flaw. It's a value that was exploited. You know what I'm saying? And I want
Yeah.
to end this part. was something important. Look, you didn't imagine the isolation. You didn't exaggerate the promises. You didn't lose yourself because you were weak. You lost yourself because you were trying to preserve something that wasn't reciprocal. That's not prey behavior. That's loyalty misplaced. And the fact
Is
that you,
there,
mm-hmm,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Is there anything that we do in particular as the, I don't know what to call us to the narcissist. I don't want to say prey necessarily. That's not really the right word. I don't feel like, but and is there anything that we do to the narcissist in particular that switches them from being like just narcissistic to like full on blown turning into like abuse and is that just something different in entirety, or do are all narcissists become abusive at a point? I'm just a little confused about how we went from becoming like just a narcissist to being so ridiculously abusive.
okay, I'm gonna say this. Oh man, I talk about this a lot, but I'm gonna say, let me be very clear with you, okay? Honest with you. There's nothing you can do to switch a narcissist into a healthy partner, okay? You cannot love them out of control. You cannot communicate them into empathy, okay? Listen, you cannot become less prey and suddenly become respected. No, no, no. Because the
I'm
issue.
sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I mean in particular, like I mean, was there anything that we do that makes, like, did I do something that turned him from being just a narcissist to being to like beating the shit out of me instead of just like trying to control me? And now I'm like, is there thing? Does that make better sense? Or for them to stop being a narcissist necessarily and turn into like physical and as opposed to just emotional, but turn into like physical type abuse.
I got you. Take a breath. I got you. Look, I need you to stop right there and be very clear. No, there's nothing you did that caused him to become physical. Nothing. Okay?
Okay.
Let me explain this carefully so your body releases the guilt it's been carrying, okay? See, abuse does not start with hitting. It starts with entitlement. In the beginning, he didn't hit you because the mask was still on. And because control was still working without force. You get what I'm saying? See,
Okay.
as long as charm promises, guilt, or intimidation worked, there was no need to escalate. You get what I'm saying? See, physical violence is not a reaction, it's a failure of control. You know what I'm saying? When you stop complying, when you resisted shrinking, when his psychological tools stopped working, the narcissist escalated. You know what I'm saying? Not because you provoked him, but because he felt entitled to your submission.
Okay.
This is important, okay? You did not turn him violent. You exposed what was already there. Saying? See, violence is not caused by love, stress, or conflict. No. It is caused by a belief that someone has the right to dominate you. You know what I'm saying? And that belief existed long before you ever met him. Okay? So here's the truth most survivors need to hear. See, the reason it didn't happen at first is because abuse requires permission through attachment. Once you're bonded, once leaving feels costly, once your sense of self is entangled, the abuser feels safer revealing who they are. That doesn't make you responsible, it makes you human. Okay, so look, you didn't miss a step. You didn't fail to set the right boundary. You didn't love incorrectly. He escalated because his internal restraints were gone. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I want to say this very clearly for everyone listening. Okay, look, if someone becomes violent, that is not a relationship problem. That is a dangerous person problem. Okay, your job was never to manage his behavior. Your job was to survive, and you did. You did.
Thank you.
The shame you feeling belongs to him, not you, okay? And the fact that you're here speaking about it means you are no longer under his control. That's not weakness, that's recovery beginning, okay? And let me end this so it lands deep, see. You did not cause the abuse, okay? You did not deserve the abuse. And nothing you could have done would have turned an abuser into a safe partner. The responsibility starts and ends with him, always, okay? Listen, survival is not failure. It's proof you were stronger than the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Thank you for your help. I appreciate
We love
it so
you.
much.
We love you for coming up here. I give her a Christmas tree, man. She brave for coming up here.
I'm very thankful. I'm gonna leave you to go help other people, but I just wanted to say I really think that what you're doing is very powerful, and I think that you shouldn't stop helping other people like this.
Promise we not gonna stop. And you helping someone right now just by sharing your story. That's what we do it for. We really appreciate you. Read the comments. They showing you love. This is the love you deserve. This is the energy we need to be around. We getting back to yourself. That person that he took from you never left. Okay? It never left you. We try to drain you. You still that same fucking strong woman you before. You feel me? That giver, that strong woman, that loving woman. We target y'all for a reason, okay? Don't forget. And you still that same woman he targeted at the beginning, but now you're getting that power back, okay? And you never let nobody ever take that shit again from you, okay? Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
so
up here.
much. Okay.
Give her a
Bye.
Christmas tree, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you, Jilly.
Bye.
I love when y'all come up here. Who want to come up here and ask me a question, man? Shout out to Jill. Shout out to everybody coming up here. Y'all can hear me on YouTube? YouTube, I unmuted the mic. I unmuted it. Y'all can hear me? She too far in it. Yeah, she about to get out of it. We got her, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all show her some love, man. Y'all make sure y'all show Julie some love. A lot of y'all can feel that pain. Y'all felt that pain through the screen because y'all know y'all been crying before. That's not weak because you crying, though. You got to let all that toxic shit out. We put so much toxic and fluid in your motherfucking nervous system. You got to let it out. You got to let it out somehow. You can't hold that shit in. You're going to blow up. Let it out. You're not weak. Y'all not weak for crying, bro. Stop. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to detox. Shake. You got to sit in that motherfucker. Sit in it. Sit in it. Sit in it. I'm telling you, that's your body recalibrating. Your nervous system be detoxing from that trauma bond, that toxic chemicals that we put in you. You feel me? Let that shit out. I don't care if you gotta cry, shake, run, something. You gotta get it out somehow, man. Don't hold it in, though, okay? That's the worst thing you can do. Is hold that shit in. Because it's gonna hurt you. Who wanna come up here? I'm about to answer a couple more people. I see a lot of y'all messaging me. Hold on. Y'all wanna book a one-on-one? Let me see something.
Hello?
What's up, Queen?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Bro, thank you so much for, like everybody else, showing me the love. You guys tap the screen, give Mir, let's get him to 100K. Because he deserves it. He's helping so many people heal, and he's doing a good thing for the community, the TikTok community, with the narcissism and all of that stuff. Coming with the love, information, and healing. And, bro, the way you talk to people by regulating them first is like chef's kiss, bro. Like, it just reflects your heart, and it blows my mind to just hear you the way you talk to people, because you're a narcissist, self-aware. It's amazing. But so I did date a narcissist recently, and so now I'm healing from that. But my question to you is, how do I get him to stop trying to like make me his like trying to date me? Like, I just want to be friends with him.
You want to be friends? All right.
Yeah,
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. You ain't got to say no more.
I tried to restart the game, but like...
Let me talk to you real quick, sis. Let me talk to you.
All right.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I got you. It's okay. I'm going to be honest with you in a way that protects you, okay? Listen.
All right. That's what I love about you.
You don't get a narcissist to stop trying to date you, okay? By offering friendship. No. You don't do that. Not that, see? Friendship is not neutral to a narcissist. It's access. I'm just giving access, see? To them, being friends still means availability, emotional relevance, a foot in that door. Especially if you're already healed and detached. Your calm feels magnetic to them. You know what I'm saying? Not because they want connection, but because they want re-entry. You know what I'm saying? So here's the truth you need to hear, see? If a narcissist is still trying to date you, they are not respecting your boundary. They are testing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every time you explain, every time you soften it, every time you say, I just want to be friends, the message they hear is, there's still room for me. There's still room. I'm about to break you down like a Christmas tree. So, how do you actually make it stop, okay? Look.
Yeah.
You don't negotiate the role. You remove the role entirely. That means this. No emotional conversations. No checking in. No casual handouts. No reassurance. See, you keep it polite but distant. Brief but consistent. Not cold, okay? Just unavailability. Just unavailability. And I want to say this clearly because it matters, okay? Look, healing does not mean maintaining access to people who benefit from your attachment, okay? Healing means protecting your peace even when it disappoints others. You know what I'm saying? See,
Right.
if he keep pushing after you stated your boundary once, that's not attraction. That's called entitlement. And entitlement does not respect friendship. You know what I'm saying? So the answer,
Wait, Mir, repeat that one more time.
I got you. I said,
I mean,
if he keeps pushing after you stated a boundary once, that's not attraction. That's entitlement. And
right, I
entitlement
know.
does not respect friendship. You hear me?
Son of a...
Entitlement does not respect friendship. So the answer isn't how to convince him. It's how to stop offering and opening. Okay? You don't owe him closeness because you outgrew the dynamic. And the moment you stop explaining and simply live unavailable, the behavior either stops or exposes itself. But both outcomes protect you. And let me leave you with this, see. You are not mean for choosing distance. You are not cruel for choosing clarity. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is stop trying to make unsafe dynamics comfortable. That's not regression. That's self-respect fully online. You feel me, sis?
I know, I feel you, and I know that, but it's
feel me?
like, I'm healing, bro.
I'm proud of you too. You're
You know
doing
what it is?
good.
I'm coming off of that. I'm coming down from all that, because it did something to me. You know that. My nervous system's being regulated, and I feel like I'm aware. I'm like, I plus my mom is a narcissist. I was raised in abuse, so it's like, I don't know. I know my mind is trying to my body's trying to catch up with my mind, you know? Because he just opened up, like, I was already healed and stuff like that, but being in the relationship with him just triggered me. And now I'm all in this, like, and plus I don't know.
Listen,
Now I'm just healing again. But I feel like I'm like,
let me talk to you. I know what you listen. I know what you want. Listen to me carefully because what you just said is very self-aware. I don't even think you noticed that, okay? Look,
nah, I did, like the dopamine.
your mind,
Like I want to play the game with him, but I want to, like, it's almost just fun or something.
nah, let me talk to you. I'm gonna put this shit. Listen,
Cause I'm not gonna lie, Mir. I get
let me talk,
I get
sis.
my
Let me talk, Queen.
ego.
Let me talk.
All right,
I got you, okay?
right.
I got you. Take a deep breath. Listen, it's not you. Listen, like I said, your mind is ahead of your body, and that's normal, okay? Especially when your first narcissistic, you said your first narcissistic bond was your mother. See, when your parent is narcissistic, your body learned love through tension and not safety. You know what I'm saying? See, so even when you're healed mentally, like even when you healed mentally, your nervous system still reacts to closeness as danger. That doesn't mean you're broken though. You know what I'm saying? It means your body is finally catching up to the information that it never had growing up. You know what I'm saying? So here's what's actually happening. Look, you didn't suddenly regress. You got triggered by intimacy because relationships don't just activate romantic wounds. They activate childhood wiring. You know what I'm saying? Your body isn't responding to him. It's responding to familiar dynamics. Control, emotional closeness followed by pressure. Someone opening up and pulling you back into responsibility. That's why you felt healed, single, and dysregulated partner. You know what I'm saying? That's not failure, okay? That's pattern recognition. And here's the part I really want you to hear. See, healing does not mean you're ready for access. Healing means you can finally tell when something costs you your peace. Your body saying, I don't want to be here, is not fear. It's discernment. You're not meant to override it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, about him opening up. That's not connection for you. That's obligation. Your nervous system learned early that when someone opens up, you have to stay. You have to hold. You have to fix. But you don't. You get what I'm saying? You're allowed to say, I don't have capacity for this. You're allowed to choose solitude over stimulation. You know what I'm saying? And I want to normalize this for you. Look. I want to normalize this for you. Look. People who grew up with narcissistic parents often heal in layers. The mind first and the body later, okay? See, the body takes time because it was trained in survival, not language. So the work right now is not forcing yourself to date, okay? The work is teaching your body that peace is allowed. You know what I'm saying? Listen, slow connections, no urgency, no emotional responsibility for others, okay? And if being in a relationship triggers you, that doesn't mean you're not healed. It means you're listening now. That's growth. And I'm going to leave you with this. You don't need to punish yourself into reading this. Your body will tell you when something is safe because it won't feel loud. Healing doesn't rush, it settles. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing it right. Even on days it feels confusing. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
No cap, sis. I promise you.
Bro, that was deep.
I hope I helped you.
Yeah, you definitely did. I just,
Take it to you.
it's
You
just
can
hard
chill.
because
You chill in the
it's
chat.
too.
Shit. You good. You ain't gotta talk. You get to relax, sit in it, process it. Okay, it's okay. You safe though, okay? You safe here, I promise.
I know.
Chat, make sure I give her a fucking Christmas tree in the chat. You heard? No cap.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, sis. Stay up here though. Stay up here. Just you ain't gotta talk though. Just stay up here.
Okay.
I'm about to bring
Well, I
somebody
love
else.
you.
I love you too. No cap.
I love you too, chat.
Yeah, actually, I make sure y'all show her love, man. Being friends with a narcissist will hold you back. Facts. You don't want to be my friend. I'm gonna break your ass down like a Christmas tree. Yeah? No cap. You feel me? If I ever told you be friends, like you don't want to be my friend. We don't got friends. You feel me? Like I can't be your friend. I'm trying to control
You
you.
know what it is, bro? It's like I wanna I think it's that you know what keeps me hooked, and you say it all the time. It's the hope, cause like cause I'm a healer. Like deep down, I'm like I feel bad for him, and I want to be his friend. You know, I don't know. It's twisted. My childhood was, yeah, like I said, my mom was like if I had to pick a Disney princess, it was Snow White. But the evil queen was my real mom. Like my mom was abusive. Like she abandoned me. Well, probably not me. Well, she abandoned me, but it was my dad. She abandoned my dad. And then came back, and then she was psycho. Like my mom was psycho. And then she was jealous of me because I'm a girl. And I don't know, she's just fucking craziness. She would compare herself to me in my childhood. Screwed me up. And I know that's where all the anxious attachment came from. Like, oh shit, my mom, like, I tried to earn love. Or I didn't, you know how it is. All that came from there.
I know exactly.
Her abandonment.
What you just said is very important though. Like, what's keeping you attached is not love. It's hope fused with childhood survival. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. See, when a child grows up with an abusive mother, especially narcissistic, hope becomes a coping strategy. You know what I'm saying? Hope is how you survived. You learn very early, if I love harder, if I stay good, if I believe long enough, maybe the pain will turn into safety. So now, as an adult, hope doesn't feel optional. It feels like oxygen. You know what I'm saying? See, you said, look, that's why even when your mind knows the truth, your body says, but maybe this time. And your Snow White analogy is not random. Snow White stays gentle in a cruel environment because gentleness was the only way to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? See, you weren't choosing fantasy, you were choosing endurance. Your nervous system learned love equals danger plus hope. So when you meet someone who mirrors that early chaos, your body says, this feels familiar. This feels like home. This feels like something I know how to survive. See, not because it's healthy, it's because it's known. And here's the hardest truth I need you to hear. See, you didn't fail to warn love. You were never taught what safe love feels like. You were taught how to tolerate pain while staying kind. You know what I'm saying? So hope kept you together because hope was the only thing that ever did. But here's the shift happening now, see? You're no longer a child needing hope to survive. You're an adult whose body is learning something new. That peace does not require endurance. That love does not require self-sacrifice. And that safety does not come from staying. The grief you feel right now is not about him. It's about letting go of the version of you who had to believe one day someone would finally choose her gentle.
Oh, come on, bro. Oh my God. You just exposed my inner self. That was deep.
That hurts.
That was everything right there.
Listen, I know, sis. I'm gonna say this, sis. I know that hurts, and it deserves compassion, not shame. You don't need to kill hope, okay? You need to move it. I want you to understand. You need to move it. Hope no longer belongs in people who create your childhood. You get what I'm saying? Hope. Listen. Even when it feels unfamiliar. Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this clear. Y'all can hear me? Listen. Y'all can hear me on TikTok, right?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, yeah. Like I said, your attachment is not weakness. It is a nervous system that survived abuse by believing, and now it's learning that it no longer has to. See, that translation always feels like a heartbreak, but it's actually the beginning of safety. You're not broken, sis. You're finally separating love from survival, and that takes time. Be patient with yourself. The child who endured deserves gentleness now, okay? See, not another test of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Hope didn't betray you. It protected you when you were little. You know what I'm saying? Now you're allowed to protect yourself. See? No cap. But I hope I answered your question, sis.
You did, bro.
No cap. Thank you for coming. You can stay up here. I'm about to answer her question. What's up, Den? How you say your name? What's up?
Hi, it's Denyana.
Deniana. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You got a question for me?
I do. Well, yes, I have a question. So, I guess I'm still in the state of like trying to process if this was an actual narcissist. I hate to like you throw that word around so loosely because, we don't really know if they're undiagnosed narcissists or, whatever. So I hate to just like diagnose someone with that. So I've really been struggling, like, is this person a narcissist or not? But I know that what I've dealt with over the last 2 years was very dark, like spiritual warfare. And I've never dealt with anything like that in my entire life with anyone. The relationships that I've dealt with, the people that I've been with, and the people that are coming up, like I can relate to them. And I guess my heart just don't want to believe that this person is narcissistic. Like, I don't, like, how do you deal with that? Like, how do you just know? Like, my heart does not want to believe that, I guess. Like, nah, not this person. Like, because they come off so charming, nice, sweet, and I know it's manipulation, but it's like, I don't know. I'm struggling with it.
I got you. Look, I got you. Let me talk to you, okay? See, I want to help you untangle something important because this is where a lot of people get stuck. See, you do not need to know for sure if he's a narcissist to heal. Your heart is struggling because you're trying to solve the wrong question. The question is not, was he really a narcissist? The question is, was the relationship damaging to my nervous system and sense of self? You know what I'm saying? And you already answered that. You said the last 2 years felt dark, disorientating, and destabilizing. That matters more than any label right there. You know what I'm saying? See, let me tell you. Now, let me gently address the spiritual warfare feeling because I don't want you to feel crazy or dismissed. See, when a relationship repeatedly overrides your intuition, scrambles your reality, keeps you anxious, hypervigilant, and doubting yourself, your nervous system experiences that as a threat. You get what I'm saying? Threats feel spiritual because it's primal. It feels like something is attacking your sense of self because something was. You know what I'm saying? But here's the grounded truth. Look. Here's the grounded truth. Look. You don't need to frame this as him being an evil or a monster, okay? And you don't need to convince your heart he's a narcissist. Your heart is resistant because part of you still wants the story to be redeemable. You know what I'm saying? That's human, and that's human. Love doesn't shut off on command. So instead of forcing belief, do this. Stop asking, what was he? Start asking, what happened to me? You know what I'm saying? Did you feel smaller over time? Did you feel more confused? Did you feel like you were losing your center? Did you feel like you had to override your instincts to keep peace? Those answers are enough. Abuse doesn't require a diagnosis, okay? Harm doesn't require a label. And your heart doesn't need proof to let go. It needs permission. You get what I'm saying? Permission to say, even if he wasn't a narcissist, this hurts me. Permission to say, even if I loved him, this wasn't safe for me. You know what I'm saying? Your heart is not weak for wanting to believe the best, but healing doesn't come from deciding he was bad, okay? Healing comes from deciding you don't need to understand him to choose yourself. And one more thing I want you to hear clearly, see. When something feels dark, draining, and disorienting for a long time, that is not love struggling. That is your nervous system asking for relief. You get what I'm saying? See, you didn't have to turn him into a villain to give yourself closure. You just have to trust the impact it had on you. You know what I'm saying? And if your heart isn't ready to believe he was a narcissist, that's okay. Let your heart catch up in its own time. Clarity doesn't arrive through force. It arrives through distance, safety, and nervous system repair. You're not confused because you're weak. You're confused because you cared. And caring takes time to unwind. Be gentle with that part of you, okay? It's already been through enough. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense. Thank you for
Did I help you though, Queen?
Yes, I do.
I just hope I helped you. Thank you. Make sure y'all should get her a Christmas tree, man. I appreciate her.
I have another question. If nobody else is waiting, but if somebody else is waiting, I'll leave. But I do have like a second part to that.
Yeah, we should. I got mad people trying to come up here, but you good. You good. I ain't rushing. You good. You good.
Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
good.
So,
You good.
Okay, so same situation. So he was kind of like triangulating me and another person, his ex, somebody that he was dating prior to me for like 2 years. And the first time I found out about it, I completely cut him off, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this. And I probably cut him off for like a month, and then of course he started chasing me, and we got back together, and it was just kind of like this whole back and forth thing for a while. I would say for like a year consistently. Like we would get into it, he'd go over there with her. They'd get into it, he'd go over there with me. So finally, I found out about it this past October, and that was like the final discard. And now it's like, okay, he's just acting like this perfect gentleman for her, like they got back together, and he just doing all the things. So I'm like, do they really change for the new supply, or is it just a moment till the mask falls off? And I guess that's still with the whole me struggling if he was really a narcissist or not thing.
Okay. Do we change for the new supply? Oh man, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me talk to you. Short answer. No, they do not change for the new supply. What changes is the stage, not the actor. Okay? Let me explain what you're actually seeing. See, triangulation isn't a phase; it's a system. When he was going back and forth between you and his ex, that wasn't confusion. That was control through comparison. You know what I'm saying? See, he kept both of you emotionally activated, so neither of you could stabilize enough to leave cleanly. That push and pull right there, the chasing, the sudden choosing, the disappearing again, that wasn't love, that was regulation. Now here's the part that hurts most to watch. See, when you cut him off and he couldn't access you anymore, he didn't suddenly heal. He collapsed the triangle by choosing a person who was easier to manage. That doesn't mean she won. It means she stayed available. What you're seeing now, the happy relationship, the calm appearance, the normal looking couple, that's not change. That's early stage stabilization. See, new supply always looks peaceful at first because the mask is back on. She getting loved by him. No accountability yet. No resistance yet. No threat to the control yet. She good. She's being obedient. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. See, if he truly changed, he wouldn't need to rewrite the past. He wouldn't need to erase you. He wouldn't need to perform happiness. Real change is quiet, accountable, and consistent. So what you're seeing is a performance. Same program, different audience. And I want you to hear this clearly. See, he didn't treat her better because she's better. He treat her differently because she hasn't challenged the structure yet. And eventually, one of the two things will happen, I promise you. Is she will start asking for consistency and the mask will slip, or she will keep shrinking and disappear into the role you refuse to stay in. You know what I'm saying? Neither outcome means he changed. It just means the cycle continues. See, the reason this hurts so deeply because parts of you wonder, why couldn't he be that for me? And the answer is not that you were unlovable, it's that you were uncontrollable. You saw the triangle. You cut him off. You disrupted the system. You know what I'm saying? That's why you were dangerous to the dynamic. Not because you were wrong, it's because you were awake. Let me leave you with this, see. If someone only looks healed when they're with someone else, but never took accountability with you, that's not growth. That's avoidance dressed as happiness. And the most important part, you don't need him to fail for you to be right, okay? You already left a cycle that required you to doubt yourself to stay. That's not loss. That's self-respect coming online. Your self-respect is coming back. And we hate that. And you need to be proud of yourself. Feel me?
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up here. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I hope I helped you.
You did. Thank you. Thank you.
Give her a Christmas tree in the comments, y'all. What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Talk to me.
You always mention narcissist witchcraft, and I just want to understand that a little better.
You said witchcraft?
Yeah,
Narcissistic witchcraft. Oh, man.
yeah. You always say that, and I'm like, does he mean real witchcraft? I asked for a reason, but I just want to understand that a little better.
I got you. That's a great question. We talk about witchcraft all the time. Now, I'm going to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. See, when I talk about narcissistic witchcraft, I am not talking about spells, demons, or magic rituals, okay? I'm talking about psychological enhancement. You hear me?
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. I use the word witchcraft because it describes the effect, not because it's supernatural. I'm going to explain it clean. See, narcissistic witchcraft is when someone alters your perception of reality so deeply that you begin doubting your instincts, your memory, and your worth. That's not magic. That's called conditioning. Here's how it works, okay? First phase is the mirroring. They study you, your wounds, your dreams, and your fears. They speak your language back to you so it feels like destiny. Second phase is the emotional bonding. You know what I'm saying? They attach pleasure to uncertainty, affection to anxiety, and relief to their presence. See, your nervous system starts associating them with safety, even when they are the source of pain, when they the ones hurting you. That's the spell right there. That's the spell. The third phase is reality distortion. They deny things they said. They rewrite conflicts. They make you feel dramatic for reacting. Over time, you stop trusting your inner voice. That's not a coincidence, y'all. That's psychological domination. And what does it? It feels spiritual because identity is involved. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When someone controls how you see yourself, your future, your value, it feels like something has taken over your spirit. But here's the grounded truth. There is no external power over you. The power was repetition plus emotional vulnerability. That's it. Okay? And the reason narcissists fear awareness is because once you see the pattern, the spell breaks. No chanting, no rituals, just clarity.
Right. Yeah.
You stop explaining. You stop seeking validation from the source of harm. You stop emotionally reacting. And suddenly they feel exposed because the witchcraft only works when you're emotionally open and self-doubting. Only if you believe it. Once you reclaim your perception, the illusion collapses. So when I talk about narcissistic witchcraft, I'm not glorifying them. I'm explaining how deeply psychological manipulation can feel like possession when it hijacks your nervous system. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
and here's the empowering part. See, anything that was learned can be unlearned. Anything that was conditioned can be reversed. Awareness is an antidote. Like, not fear, not obsession, not revenge, clarity. That's why education breaks the spell. And that's why once you see, you can't unsee it. You were never powerless. You were influenced. And influence ends where self-trust returns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, the spell breaks when they leave. No. It does. No. This is. I'm gonna say. I gotta say it like that. The spell doesn't break when they leave, y'all. It breaks when you see clarity. Okay. It breaks when you see clarity, not when they leave. Okay. I want y'all to remember that. But did I answer your question, Queen?
Absolutely. Yeah, you have made things so clear for me. I'm glad that you clarified that part because I was like, I wonder, are they really doing witchcraft? But that makes sense, all the sense in the world. But you have broken the spell for me in so many areas with this. So yeah, keep going. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, man. Shout out to you. I'm really glad that healed, and I want you to hear this clearly, though. I didn't break anything in you. I helped you remember yourself, okay? The
Right.
spell only works when someone is isolated inside confusion. The moment language meets experience, clarity comes back online. So what you feeling right now is not excitement, it's relief, okay? Relief because your intuition was right the whole time. Relief because the chaos finally has a name. Relief because your body can stop fighting your mind. And I want to normalize something important. See, when the spell breaks, there's often grief right after, okay? Not for them, but for how long you doubted yourself, okay? That's okay. That grief is part of the integration, okay? Nothing was wrong with you. Nothing mystical took over your life. Your nervous system was conditioned and now it's recalibrating, okay? That's what healing actually feels like. Not fireworks, not revenge, just clarity. And clarity is quiet. So you're not going backwards. You're not fragile, you're stabilizing. So tonight, look, don't overthink. Let your body rest and knowing that you are not crazy and never were. Okay, once self trust returns, the spell cannot be recast. Not by him, not by anyone. You backing yourself now, and that's the real protection, okay?
Just beautiful. Well, I have one more quick thing. Would
What's
you
up?
say something I've come to realize very recently, that you know when you meet somebody new and it's like you feel kind of like anxiety or butterflies, but you don't feel that with everybody, right? Is that, would you say that that is actually your nervous system kind of warning you? Because like maybe like there's some people I meet and I feel so comfortable around them, you know what I mean? And I feel safe and comfortable. And then there's other people that you just feel a little more anxiety, like, you know, when you meet up with them and stuff. And they say that's butterflies and it's like supposed to be a good thing, but do you think it's actually your nervous system saying, get out, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you. See, listen to me. That's a great question. You feel me? Now, yes, what you just realized is very real, for real. Butterflies are not always attraction, okay? A lot of times, butterflies are nervous system activation. Here's the difference most people were never taught. See, when you meet someone and feel calm, present, and comfortable, that's safety. Your body is regulated. Your system isn't scanning for danger or approval. You know what I'm saying? But when you meet someone and feel butterflies, racing thoughts, excitement mixed with anxiety, that's not necessarily chemistry. That's familiar chaos being activated. See, especially for people who grew up with unpredictability, emotional neglect, or abuse. See, your nervous system learned early love equals intensity, connection equals uncertainty, and closeness equals alertness. So butterflies can actually mean your body is saying, this feels familiar, stay sharp. Not, this is safe. That's why people who've healed often say, I met someone healthy and it felt boring at first. It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring, y'all. It was unfamiliar peace. And unfamiliar peace can feel wrong to a system that survives on adrenaline. Look, here's a simple way to tell the difference. See, butterflies feel urgent. You want reassurance. You overthink. You feel pulled. Safety feels steady. You don't feel like you're auditioning or performing. You don't lose yourself. You can breathe. You hear me? See, your body isn't warning you that butterflies are bad. It's teaching you discernment. After trauma, attraction has to be relearned. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're going through. After trauma, attraction has to be relearned, okay? Not through intensity, but through consistency. So if you notice, some people feel excited but dysregulating, and others feel calm but unfamiliar. That doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means your nervous system is rewiring, and that's growth. Let me say this clearly. See, the goal isn't to never feel butterflies. The goal is to not confuse activation with alignment. You get what I'm saying? Your body is learning a new language now. Listen to it gently, okay? It's trying to keep you safe, not lonely, okay?
Right.
It's trying to keep
Okay.
you safe, not lonely. I hope I helped you, man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I don't know how to get down from here, so if you could release me.
Thank you so much. Make sure y'all give her a Christmas tree. Thank you so much for coming up here, Queen.
Thank you.
Shout out to everybody coming up here, man. You feel me? Hey, you two, what's good? What y'all arguing in the comments for? What they saying? Do we need mods on YouTube, y'all? They said I'm somebody on YouTube said I'm manipulating y'all. They said I'm not helping. Shut the fuck up and stop watching me, nigga. I love my followers. They still gonna watch me. This shit is therapy. You feel me? Y'all gotta stop trying to turn my followers against me, man. They not gonna listen to y'all niggas. They defend me every day. Like we got a occult here. Don't y'all know that? We got a occult. Y'all know they not stopping shit, man. That's the narcissist, y'all. They said I'm manipulating y'all, bro. Do y'all feel like I'm a manipulating y'all? Y'all tell me. I could if I want, but I won't. I would never do that, man. Not to y'all. I might do that to them. You feel me? Nah, I'm playing, man. Nah, I had to look. I wasn't paying attention to the comments, but it's the fact these niggas is typing a lot. I appreciate you. They said maybe y'all need to research a narcissist. How is it possible for them to care and have empathy? Why you be watching me if I'm lying? I want to ask everybody who be watching me though every day. Some of y'all watch me every day, but y'all say I'm lying. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. Y'all obsessed with me. Nobody could break this shit down like I could, bro. I promise you, cause I done it. This is when I start bragging because y'all niggas be having me fucked up. I really used to do bad shit, bro. I'm trying to change. I know my powers. I know how to control my darkness. I know how to transfer my energy. We all got a dark side. You gotta tap into your dark side. You feel me? Everybody got to tap into that dark side to reach that highest level. But you gotta know how to master and control it. You feel me? Not abuse it. You gotta know your dark side, but don't use it to manipulate people. You feel me? And that's what I'm doing. I mastered this side. I know how to use it in a better way. That's what we doing now. I'm just teaching y'all, informing y'all. You feel me? If you don't like it, then stop watching, nigga. Shit. I don't force y'all niggas to watch me. I'm not talking to y'all on TikTok. I'm talking to this motherfucker in this YouTube. TikTok, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, I love y'all, man. The ones that been watching. I'm just talking about to the people that's watching me that say I'm lying to y'all because they still watch me. Y'all don't gotta watch, y'all. Y'all do what y'all want with this information and y'all gonna find out yourself. You feel me? I don't want to mislead nobody. Like, if you feel like I'm misleading you, then don't watch me, okay? Don't watch me. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. You never gotta watch me again. Hey, y'all, request to come up. Let's go. We still helping people. We ain't stopping shit because these niggas. You feel me? Just keep tap that screen so they won't block us. Why? That should be funny. Oh, you got a question, Melissa? What's up?
Yes, I have a question.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What's up? Talk to me, Queen.
I am trying to figure out if I'm crazy. Does narcissism and addiction go hand in hand?
You said it's narcissism and addiction?
No. Does narcissism and addiction go hand in hand?
Does narcissism and addiction go hand in hand? That's what you said? I want to make sure I hear you. I couldn't hear you.
Yes.
Hey, chat, could y'all hear me? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me.
I can hear you.
You said, does narcissism and dismissive avoidance? Oh, that's what you said?
No, addiction.
Okay, addiction.
Like drug addiction.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that. That's a great question. Let me talk to you.
I'm I'm married, and I've been married 16 years, and I also have a special needs son. And when my son got diagnosed, everything changed with my husband. He became an addict. I mean, I always thought he had narcissistic tendencies way before I had my son. But it's just got so much worse along the way.
I got you. I want to answer your question. Okay. I got you right now. Let me talk first. Let me ground you in reality. Okay. You are not crazy. All right. And yes, narcissistic dynamics and addiction often overlap, especially in long-term marriages. But it's important to understand how they overlap so you don't turn this inward, okay? See, here's the truth. Addiction doesn't create narcissism, and narcissism doesn't create addiction, okay? What they share is avoidance of internal pain. When someone becomes addicted, especially later in a marriage, what's usually happens is this. They are escaping shame. They are escaping responsibility. They are escaping emotional regulation. Addiction becomes a way to numb accountability. You know what I'm saying? Now here's where it connects.
Our son got diagnosed.
You said
Like I
what?
said, our only son got diagnosed with autism, and he's level 3. I don't know if you know what that is, but he doesn't talk or anything.
Yeah, I know what level 3 is.
Our son's 15, and I don't know. I feel like it's a shame thing for him. It's like it broke him, like literally. When our son was diagnosed, he became an entirely different person and pretty much hated me and blamed me.
He blamed you? Okay.
Oh yeah, still to this day.
Let me say this. Now, let me talk to you real quick. I want you to hear me, okay? And do your best not to cut me off because I want you to hear me, okay?
Yes.
Now, first, I need you to hear this without any confusion. You did not cause his addiction, okay? And you did not cause what happened to your marriage. What you were carrying was already heavy. Raising a child with level 3 autism requires constant regulation, advocacy, emotional labor, and strength most people never have to develop. You know what I'm saying? See, that alone can exhaust a nervous system. So let's ground this in reality right now, okay? See, when a partner becomes addicted during a period of high stress, especially when a child has significant needs, what usually happens is collapse, not blameworthiness, okay? Your husband did not become an addict because of you. He became an addict because he could not regulate himself under pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And instead of taking accountability for his own overwhelm, he redirected to shame. Blame is easier than accountability. You get what I'm saying? That's why it landed on you. Addiction often needs a scapegoat, someone to carry the guilt so the addict doesn't have to face it. You know what I'm saying? And in marriages like this, the strongest, most responsible partner usually becomes the target. Not because they failed, it's but because they were still standing. You know what I'm saying? Let me say something important. Being blamed while you are holding the household together, supporting the child with high needs, and trying to keep a marriage afloat will break anyone's sense of self over time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
if you've been questioning your sanity,
And I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it's always finances in my face, like I'm trash, and it's like someone has to care for our child.
yeah, I know. See, like I said, I want to say this to you so you can understand. Look, Queen, if you've been questioning your sanity is not because you're unstable, okay? It's because you were asked to survive impossible conditions while being told it was your fault. That's called psychological injury, not weakness. Here's the part I want you to hear deeply. See, addiction plus blame becomes emotional withdrawal, creates an environment where reality keeps shifting, like the promise changes, stories change, responsibility moves. Living inside that will make any loving person doubt themselves. So no, you are not crazy. You are overloaded, unsupported, and then blamed for someone else's instability to cope. That's not a marriage problem. That's a burden displacement problem. He handed, he literally handed you what he could not carry. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And you were never meant to carry it. Your work now is not to figure him out or defend yourself or prove you didn't cause this. Your work is to stabilize you. to get your nervous system out of survival mode, to build support around your child, to stop absorbing blame that was never yours. Because the truth is, you stop giving up. Like, you gotta understand, you stopped. You saw the game. You showed up during the crisis, and he checked out.
I
And
gave up
and
myself.
checking out doesn't make someone evil, okay? But blaming the person who stayed does make damage. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
let me end with this so it lands for you. See, you didn't break him. You didn't fail your family. You didn't fail. None of that. You didn't imagine this. You didn't imagine the shift. Like, I want you to know, you were doing the hardest work in the room. And when he couldn't handle his own pain, he pointed at you. That does not define you. It explains the harm. And you deserve steadiness now. Steadiness. Not more self interrogation. Not more guilt. Support, structure, and relief. Okay? That's not
Thank you.
selfish. That's necessary.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope I answer your question.
You did. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Make sure y'all
Have a good
give her a
time.
Christmas tree, man. Shout out to Melissa. Word. Young nigga. I let everybody have their fun with me. Never had a woman say she done with me. I was working out on a company. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so I have a question. So I was dating this guy. So I'm really like I'm in my career, good career, everything. He is like he's not in his prime. However, like, can you date somebody who's like envious of you and what you got going on?
Yeah, you said he ain't got what he got going on. He ain't got. Do he got anything going on?
No, no, it doesn't. And like when we argue, he'd be saying stuff like, "At least you have this, at least you have that." Like, it's just a turn off.
So you feel like he jealous of you?
That's how I feel.
I'm gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree. Okay, listen. You can date someone who's behind you, but you cannot date someone who is jealous of you. Okay, those are two different things. Someone who's not in their prime, but is secure, will admire you, support you, and grow alongside you. Someone who is jealous of you will quietly resent your light. And jealousy is a romantic dynamic. You feel me? That's dangerous. It's not loud at first. It's subtle. It shows up as jokes, backhanded
It does.
compliments,
Yeah.
minimizing your wins, changing the
Yeah.
subject when you shine, withholding support when you need it. Over time, jealousy turns into competition, and the competition turns into control. They don't say I'm jealous. They say you're changing. They say you think you're better than me. They say you don't need me anymore. And here's the psychology behind that. See, your growth threatens their identity. Instead of being inspired, they feel exposed. So they try to shrink you emotionally so they don't have to expand themselves. That's when sabotage starts. Misencouragement, emotional withdrawal, picking fights before big moments, undermining confidence. You know what I'm saying? Not because you did something wrong, but because your success highlights what they avoid facing. So let me be clear. Love does not compete. Love collaborates. If someone cannot collaborate with you without feeling smaller, they will eventually try to make you smaller. You know what I'm saying? See, that doesn't mean they're evil. It means they're unready. And dating someone who resents your progress will slowly train you to dim yourself just to keep the peace. So the question isn't, can you date someone jealous of you? Or the question, the real question is, do you want to keep paying an emotional tax for your own success? Because the cost is always the same: your joy, your momentum, your peace, and you don't owe anyone that sacrifice. Okay? See, someone who loves you wants to see you win, even when it reminds them they still have work to do. Anything else is not partnership, it's insecurity looking for proximity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
You got another question?
Yeah. So let me ask you, right? So I was dating somebody, and then the same person that we broke up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We happened to be in the same group of friends. However, remember, like, he knows what I do. He knows who I am, my career wise. But then when he talks about me with friends, he talks about me in the aspect like like negative, in the sense like he trying to shrink me, and then when he comes back to me, he try to play it off like it's nothing. Like sometimes it makes me feel so small, because to see that I dated somebody like that, and then how he speaks about me behind my back, like it comes back down like being jealous, and it hurts me. But I can't get over him.
Okay. You say you can't get over him? Let me say this.
Yeah, I can't get. I don't know how to get over him.
Let me say this. You're not weak for that, okay? Let me break this down. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on. See, what you describe, it hurts because it creates psychological whiplash. Two versions of you exist at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Behind your back, you're the problem, the story, the justification. To your face, it's casual, it's minimized, like nothing happened. See, that split is not confusion. It's called image management. Here's what's actually happened. See, when he talks negatively about you to friends, he's doing two things at once. He's protecting his ego and controlling the narrative. By making you the villain publicly, he avoids accountability privately. And then when he comes back to you like nothing happened, that's not weakness, that's denial of impact, okay? It keeps you off balance. Your nervous system keeps asking which version is real. That's why you can't get over him. Not because you want him, but because your reality keeps getting invalidated. And listen closely to this part, see. People who respect you do not damage your reputation and then seek your presence. That's not immaturity, that's a lack of integrity. Man, see, staying in the same friend group makes this harder because you're being re-traumatized quietly. Every interaction reopens the wound. Every smile is confusing. Every rumor feels humiliating. So here's the grounding truth. You cannot heal while staying emotionally accessible to someone who benefits from misunderstanding you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need him, like, you don't need to confront him, no. You don't need to expose him, confront him. You need distance with dignity. That means this: no private conversations, no emotional check-ins, no explaining your side repeatedly. You let consistency speak, okay? You hear me? You let consistency speak. And one more thing I want you to hear clearly, see. Someone who speaks badly about you behind your back and then acts normal to your face is not conflicted. They're compartmentalizing. You know what I'm saying? That behavior erodes trust over time. And trust is the foundation of any future healing. So if your heart keeps looping, it's not because you're weak. It's because your nervous system. No, it's because it's not even your nervous. It's your system is trying to resolve an unresolved contradiction. The resolution is not getting him to understand. The resolution is choosing not to participate in a dynamic that harms your self-respect. And let me leave you with this. See, closure does not come from fixing the story someone tells about you, okay? It comes from refusing to keep auditioning for someone who already decided to misunderstand you. That's when the hurt begins to loosen. Not overnight, but steadily. And steadily is how real healing happens, okay?
The thing is, like, I would be okay because I've lost friends because of the whole situation. Because then I'll be like, when I get stuff, I'll be like, okay, I'm done. And then when I see him, it's like I don't know how to act, and then my friends be like, they be like mad at me and stuff like that, because it's not like I just don't know how to just let go. I don't know how to do that.
You say you just don't know how to let go?
Yeah.
All right, so look. Let me see this. You don't know how to let go. Let me get my mic. Make sure y'all can hear me. This one might charge. Y'all can hear me, chat?
Yeah, we're hearing.
All right, so look. You say you don't know how to let go. Listen,
I
that's
don't know how
that's
to let
okay.
go.
Look, that's okay. Look, I want you to hear this clearly. Look, you don't have to know how to let go in order to be letting go. Not knowing how means you're being honest with where you are. Letting go is not a decision your mind makes. It's a process your body completes when it feels safe enough, okay? See, right now your body is still holding on to the familiarity. Not because it wants pain, no. It's but because it learned orientation through that connection that you was in, okay? Now, see, so when you say this, like, I don't know how to let go, what you're really saying is, I don't feel grounded without the attachment yet. That's not weakness. That's nervous system truth. But here's what helps. And notice how small this is. You don't try to let go of him. You let go of one thing at a time. You let go of checking. You let go of explaining. You let go of replaying conversations. You let go of hoping today will be different. Not all at once. One layer at a time, okay? And some days, all letting go looks like is choosing not to reopen the wound. And that counts, okay? I also want to say this gently, see. You may be holding on because part of you still needs to grieve, not the person, but the version of yourself who tried so hard. That grief right there needs space. So don't rush yourself into detachment, okay? Create safety first. Distance, routine, people who don't require you to perform. When safety grows, attachment looses on its own. You get what I'm saying? You don't rip roots out. You let them dry when the soil changes. You get what I'm saying? And the soil changes when you stop watering confusion. So if all you can do, like if all you can say today is, I don't know how, that's enough, okay? You're not failing to let go. You feel me? You're learning how to live without forcing yourself to stay in pain. Okay? And that is already moving forward. Be patient with yourself. Your system knows what to do. Once it realizes it's safe to do it. Okay?
Okay.
I
Thank
hope
you.
I hope I helped you, Queen.
Thank you
She a
much.
nurse. Y'all know we love nurses. Oh shit. You a nurse?
Yeah.
We love nurses. Empaths. But I appreciate you coming up here though, for real.
Okay.
Thank you. Y'all make
Thank
sure
you.
y'all get her a motherfucking Christmas tree. She's saving lives. You feel me? Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Don? You got a question?
Hi, can you hear me?
How you doing? What's up?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yes, I have a question, and then also just kind of want to comment on. Sorry, I'm gonna call her nurse too. It's just crazy just seeing like how a lot of us like victims have a lot in common dealing with um, narcissists, and just how they like prey on like us empathetic, super empath people. Um, but I was reading your caption, which what draw me to your live. Just saying like I'm a aware narcissist. Um, is that something that's just who you are at your core, and you just have that self realization and you're like self aware, or is that something that can be changed? Or I guess I just don't understand it on just looking at your caption.
I got you. Let me tell you. See, that's a really good question. And the confusion makes sense. Let me clear this up. Okay, look. Narcissism is not who someone is at their core. It's who they became to survive. You hear me? See, at the core, every narcissist is a disrupted attachment system, shame, emotional injury, a self that didn't feel safe being real. You know what I'm saying? So instead of developing a stable inner identity, we built the false self. The false self is what you experience as charm, control, manipulation, lack of empathy, image obsession. That's not personality, that's armor. You get what I'm saying? Not about now I'm gonna tell you about empaths. You know we love the empaths. See, narcissists don't prey on empaths because empaths are weak. They attach because empaths are regulators. They regulate my nervous system. Empaths feel deeply. They attune. They repair. They try to understand. They try to fix. They make them that you gotta understand. That makes them powerful stabilizers for someone who cannot self-regulate. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. That
So
makes sense.
it's not predator versus prey in the cartoon sense. It's this regulated nervous system attaching to a regulated one. You get what I'm saying? So here's the important part about change. You say, can narcissism change? Yeah, but only under very specific conditions. It requires deep self awareness, long term accountability, consistent, like I'm talking about consistent working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Meditation, therapy, whatever you do. Me, I gotta meditate. I gotta do all type of shit to get through these withdrawals, to not try to manipulate people, all type of shit. It's a different world. And willingness to sit with shame without projecting. I gotta sit with shame. I gotta sit with the fact I can't control everybody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sit with that shit, and it's hard. See, most narcissists don't do that work, not because they can't, it's but because the false self feels safer than healing. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. That makes sense.
That's why I use the term self-aware narcissist. It doesn't mean healed. It means conscious of the pattern. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Got
not
it.
denying what I am. I'm exposing it. You know what I'm saying? See, most narcissists operate unconsciously and harm people while protecting their image. Self-awareness removes denial, but it does not automatically create empathy, okay? See, empathy is built through sustained accountability, not insight alone. So to answer your question clearly, narcissism is not someone's soul. It's survival adaptation. We gotta adapt. Survival adaptation, okay? Look, your job, listen, this is the part that matters for you, okay? I want you to understand. Your job is not to diagnose or wait to change or hope someone heals. Your job is to notice impact, okay? If someone consistently destabilizes you, confuses you, erodes your self trust, it doesn't matter why they're like that. Understanding is not a requirement for leaving, okay? And one last thing, I want to say gently, see, empaths don't need to become coded to be safe. They need to become selective. Awareness doesn't make you immune, boundaries do. So don't focus on what they are at their core, okay? Focus on how you feel in your body around them. The truth never lies. And once you trust that, you stop being available for the pattern altogether. You get what I'm saying?
That's so true because I think, like, with many of us, we may have just ignored those red flags. And then it's those highs and lows. You know, like, we'll have those highs and then they'll take us low and then we look for that high again, so to speak. I dealt with one for about 9 years, and this is like my first time just like going without any communication. It just got really, really bad after he lost someone really close to him. And then he just kind of like used that time to get close to his ex-girlfriend, which was like really weird. Blamed me for a lot of things and did not include me in a part of the funeral and balloon release. And this was also a person that I was really close with. But yeah, this is like the first time that I went with just without like no communication and just like, you know, I'm still healing, of course, but to the nurse, like I know she was saying like she don't know how to do it. I think it's just a matter of doing it, you know, like it can be really scary at first, but I promise I did not know that the peace that I have now, and I'm not even, you know, I'm not even like 2 months in, you know. I didn't know that this piece existed on the other side. But now I'm like doing that healing and trusting myself. Like I doubted myself so much because, you know, he manipulated me and he made me doubt myself and question myself and, you know, minimizing me and making me feel really small and, you know, a whole bunch of things. But just that piece, it exists. And the moment you let go, you'll realize like the power that you have, like you hold the power. And we tend to like just kind of like second guess ourselves when we're going through those things, but trust yourself. Like you already, you know, being on here and asking certain questions, you already, you know, like it's already wrong, and it's just a matter of doing it and doing it for yourself, your self-respect, and just really understanding like there's peace on the other side, and there's someone out there that will treat you so much better than, you know, what you've been accepting. Um,
But yeah, I mean, who am I? I'm still healing, but I just wanted to ask that question and just kind of like add my little sprinkle to sort of like what I've been experiencing and going through.
Yeah, like you said a lot. That what you described is the moment the cycle actually breaks. Like those highs and lows weren't passion; they were conditioning. Your nervous system was trained to chase relief. So when the highs disappeared and he started excluding you, withholding, treating you badly, that wasn't random. That was the system tightening. You know what I'm saying? Because once a narcissist senses you're stabilizing, they either pull you back in or push you out to regain control. This is the first time you went without communication, and that matters because now your body is learning something new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not silence that hurts, silence that settles. And I want to speak directly to what you did for the room. Everybody in here, see, when you said there's peace on the other side, that's not motivation talk. That's lived truth. 2 months out and your nervous system is already breathing again. That's not because you're strong. It's because you stopped feeding chaos. Healing doesn't feel exciting at first. It feels quiet, almost unfamiliar. It's like, what the fuck? And a lot of people mistake that calm for emptiness. But it's not empty, it's safe, okay? So to every woman listening to this, especially the one with the baby, the one married to addiction, the one still questioning herself, the nurse that she was just talking about, hear this. The peace you're feeling now is not temporary. It grows as long as you don't re-enter the cycle, okay? And the fact that you can say, I'm still healing, but this peace feels good, you said that. You feel me now? Means your body has crossed the threshold. You get what I'm saying? You didn't just leave him. You left the addiction to intensity. That's why this feels different. And let me say this clearly, see. There is a life after confusion. There's clarity after chaos. There's a peace after narcissistic bonding. It doesn't come from answers. It comes from distance and self-trust. You're not done healing, but you're no longer lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that matters. Peace is real, and you're standing in it now, okay? No cap.
Thank you. Keep doing this. I love this. You're really good.
Appreciate you. Thank you for coming up here, Dom. Man, shout out to I give her a fucking Christmas tree. She deserved it. She just dropped game. She dropped game, y'all. 2 months, no contact. She feels peace. That's good. Like, woo. I know he tight.
Come on, girls. Come on. Oh, yeah, he been calling and texting, and I got a restraining order and some more stuff.
Spiraling like a motherfucker.
Sometimes you gotta go the legal way because once you really take that control, like I really did not understand that it was a control thing. Like, oh shit, he lost control. Now he really, yeah, like now he just really kind of like spiraling, like losing everything. Like his world is crumbling, and it also made me realize like I was the glue. I was the reason. I was the light. Listen, I always told him, like, I'm one of God's favorite, and he don't play about me. And it really took for me to leave, for me to not really necessarily believe it, but, like, and not even to show him, but it just happened, and God just started stripping everything away. And I'm like, look, I didn't even have to do anything spiteful or conniving or anything. Like, God just don't play about me. And, you know, like, I wish you well. I wish you peace and whatever else, but I'm not there. So
listen, you're gonna get there, okay? You right there. You're already there. Don't forget who you is. 2 months, you feeling this? Trust me. Some women don't even escape what you went through. That's why I commend y'all, cause when I was leaving when I'm targeting my supply, my goal is to keep your ass in the chopper bomb forever. I'm trying to finish you. I'm not trying to let you escape. 2 months. That's too long for me. You feel me? I'm on your ass. Like, that's how we think. You feel me? Like, we predators. It get dark like that. When I talk like this, I start getting banned, so I got chill. You feel me? Y'all make sure y'all tap the screen. I can't get too dark in here. Y'all know how TikTok go crazy, but it's the truth, bro. Like, we don't want you to hear. I want to step on you when you down. Like, if I was her, like her narcissist Doms right now, and in her situation, she not talking to me 2 months. I'm going crazy right now. I'm trying to see how the fuck can I get her back. I'm about to come finish her. I'm not thinking about healing. I'm trying to re-wreck my plan. I'm game planning. I'm not done with you. Whether you discard me or I discard you. I'm still game planning. I can't afford the fact that she trying to get away from a nigga. She been away for 2 months. You got me fucked up. I'm pulling up. I'm stalking you. We doing all this crazy shit because I'm losing control of you. See, that means you're winning, Dom. You're winning. You feel me? You got now the power is in your hands. So now you sit back and watch the circus. Let him expose himself. Let me expose myself now. I'm about to start doing all this crazy shit. You feel me? I'm gonna start hoovering you, breadcrumbing you, calling you a bitch, start snapping. I'm about to expose. All you gotta do is sit back, watch, and document, and everybody else gonna see who the fucking problem was. Okay? Stay chess, calm, strategic, and not reactive. Be indifferent, y'all. Just calm. I'm telling y'all, calm is always gonna win. That's how Dark Empaths moves, man. They know how to control their emotions. They know how to be sad as fuck, but control it. Man, that's why I'm scared of Dark Empaths, bro. No cap. Thank you, though, Dom. I appreciate you. For real.
No problem. Thank you.
Stephanie, what's up, Stephanie? You got a question?
Hey, we got to catch up. I'll tell you about that later. But yes, first of all, let me say, I be on these TikTok streets and I see you, I be like, yay! So I just want to give you a props from your favorite empath. But my thing
What's
is,
up?
what is it about? Okay, let me give you a brief rundown. My ex-narc filed a whole false report, called CPS on me, saying I'm this, I'm that. I mean, painted a Picasso picture of me being this bad parent because he's still upset that I moved on and I divorced him, not the other way around. So at that point, I understand they say we got to hold down emotions and things of that sort, but in my mind, I'm thinking, well, hold up. I'm human. Let me check this bathroom. Because who in the, blah, 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 blah. So, but I did it in such an HR and calm way. And he was like, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I said, honey, I don't know who you praying to because God ain't going to bless this. So what is it about the spirituality thing? How can you say, okay, I created all this mess. I can do this. I can file a false report. She's not talking to me. I mean, he sends me emails, by the way. I'm like, boy, I had to block him. He makes another email account. He has a dozen of TikTok's accounts. What is it about the spiritual thing? You have a blessed one, even though I'm trying to fuck your life up.
It's spiritual. Alright. Listen. What you experience is not spirituality, okay? It's spiritual manipulation mixed with power control. I'm gonna break this down cleanly so it doesn't live in your body as fear. Okay? When a narcissist files a false report, especially CPS, that is not concern. That's punishment and intimidation. It's a way to say, I still have power over your life, your safety, and your identity as a parent. So now let's talk about the spiritual language he used. See, when someone harms you that says, I pray for you or you're blessed, that is not prayer. That is moral superiority theater. It's an act. It allows them to do these 3 things at once. Look, to appear righteous, to avoid accountability, and to reframe themselves as the good one. It's psychological gaslighting wrapped in spirituality. You get what I'm saying? See, true spirituality never destabilizes you. True prayer does not terrorize. True faith does not involve the state to scare you into submission. You know what I'm saying? See, what he was doing is called spiritual bypassing, y'all. Spiritual bypassing. Using God language to excuse cruelty and confuse your intuition. That's what he was doing. Saying? See, and I want you to hear this very clearly. There is nothing mystical about what he did. It's a control tactic used when emotional access is gone. When he couldn't reach you directly, he went through institutions. That's not faith. That's retaliation. The reason you felt calm is important. See, your nervous system already knew the truth. You weren't scared because you knew you were a good parent. That's grounding. Now about him calling you blessed, that's not admiration. That's containment. It's a way to say, I see your light and I'm trying to define it for you so you still feel above it. See, spiritual language is the mouth of a manipulator. You guys understand. I want to tell you, look, when we use spiritual language, we just manipulate you, okay? We just manipulate. We just doing that to basically override your boundaries, okay? So let me anchor you back into reality. You did nothing wrong, okay? You are not in danger spiritually, and nothing was taken from you, okay? See, what happened was a desperate attempt to regain control through fear and image destruction. That's it. And the reason it didn't work is because you stayed regulated, okay? And that's strength. So here's what matters now. Document everything, okay? Keep communication minimum and written. Do not engage with the spiritual arguments, okay? You don't need to defend your soul. You don't need to explain your parenting to someone weaponizing systems. Let the facts speak. And I want to end with this, see. Spiritual abuse feels confusing because it mixes harm with holiness. But real spirituality produces clarity, peace, and protection. Anything that brings fear, chaos, intimidation, y'all, is not divine. Anything that brings fear, chaos, and intimidation is not divine. It's human dysfunction hiding behind sacred words, y'all. Don't fall for that bullshit. You stay calm because your truth is solid. You know what I'm saying? Trust that. You're not cursed. You're not under attack. You were targeted and you stood steady. That's not weakness. That's called discernment. Fully online. Activated. You feel me? I got a fan on. I hope I helped you. You feel me, son?
Oh yeah, you did always. You know, I keep you updated. I'm gonna join your
CTU, the private community, link in bio. Whenever you're ready. Don't rush. You feel me? It's there when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop down.
Hey, yo, how many of y'all new to my lives? Because a lot of y'all new, but y'all know usually we do master classes. Like, I usually come over here and give a master class. Sometimes show my face, sometimes I don't. Some people are new here, though, but there's a lot of people that watch me every day. Some people here do. But shout out to everybody. Y'all know we give daily master classes. We got a private community CTU. Yeah, we got a lot. 8 books. It's a lot. Y'all got to catch up, man. So we got a lot of new students in the class, y'all. Y'all got to make sure y'all catch them up. We all up to date, you feel me? We got a lot of new people. Every day we gonna get new people, though. We growing. I love to see this shit. Shout out to the UK. UK, what time is it? Y'all up? Am I UK? You say usually a silent watcher. You talking today? I like to see the silent watchers talk. That's what I've been waiting for. Come out the shell, y'all. It's a safe place.
Hey, Mir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So, like, because you're self-aware, does that mean that, like, did that happen through narcissistic collapse? Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, a lot of it. Shit. I had like 10 of them. 10 of them up. I got stabbed. I had to collapse a lot of times. Shit. I had a lot of injuries, collapses, damn near death experience. That's the only way a nigga would change and wake up. Yes.
Oh my God.
That's the only way it will force a nigga to wake up. Well, it forced me to wake up. I don't know about the narcissist they dealing with, but me, that's what woke me up. Like, other than that, I love what I was doing. That shit was fun to me. Yes, I would.
How can you describe the feelings that you experience when the mask falls off, when the collapse? Can you describe that? I know that's probably not, if you're willing to. Can you describe it?
You said describe the feelings when what?
That you experience when you're having a narcissistic collapse.
Oh, when I'm having a narcissistic collapse?
Yeah, when the mask, I know
That's one of the worst feelings in the motherfucking world. I tell you, I never forget this feeling.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I got you. I never forget this feeling. It feels like internal free fall.
Oh my God.
You feel me? Internal free fall. When a narcissist collapses, it doesn't feel like sadness at first, okay? I'm going to tell y'all this. It feels like internal free fall. Let me explain it from the inside. Okay, look. At surface, a narcissist looks calm, detached, even arrogant, okay? You know what I'm saying? Inside collapse feels like disorientation, emptiness, loss of identity, a sudden absence of meaning, see? Because the false self is not just ego, it's the entire operating system. So when it cracks, the narcissist doesn't think I lost them. They think I don't know who I am anymore. Niggas losing their identity. So here's what actually feels like emotionally. A deep hollow sensation in the chest. A restlessness with no direction. Anxiety that doesn't respond to distraction. And like we irritated, y'all, without a clean cause. Like there's also something people don't expect. And that's shame. I know y'all don't expect that. Shame, yeah. Not guilt, I said though. Shame. You know what I'm saying? Guilt says I did something wrong. Shame says something is wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? That's unbearable for the narcissist structure. So what happens next? The mind scrambles to escape the feeling, blame, rewrite a history, find a new supply. We do drugs, creating a new story where they're the victim or the hero. Collapse is not crying on the floor, it's panic at the loss of reflection. You know what I'm saying? Because without someone to mirror them, there is no internal anchor. You know what I'm saying? That's why collapse often looks like this: sudden new relationships, impulsive decisions, dramatic reinvention, or emotional numbness, y'all. Like, a lot of it is avoidance, okay? See, very few narcissists sit and collapse long enough to heal, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, this shit is, woo, sitting there collapse long enough to heal, that shit is like prison. You feel me? It's like prison, y'all. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. You gotta understand. Like, it does not, like, collapse does not automatically lead to insight, okay? It does not guarantee growth. It does not mean accountability is coming. Most collapse are patch, not process, okay? We don't process that shit. You feel me? That's why people say he moved on fast. He didn't move on. He just escaped himself. You feel me? He never moved on. He just escaped himself. And let me end this with like clarity, y'all. I want y'all to understand. See, a narcissistic collapse is not justice. It's not closure. It's not something you should wait for, okay? Because the real healing isn't watching them fall apart. It's when their internal state no longer controls your I told you, I say this all the time, your nervous system. That's the only collapse that truly matters, okay? When they lose access to you, that's when the power actually ends. That's the only time we care is when we lose access. I told y'all, man. Niggas don't be caring about nothing.
Would you still try to hoover someone who caused your collapse?
Yes. Yeah, cause I'm about to break you down. You just hurt my ego. So you think I'm not about to come finish? A nigga got pride. Listen.
Right. So would it take time, like months or something?
It don't. When I want to, it's my. Don't worry about it. That's how we think. Like, I'm not. I'm telling you. I'm speaking to you as a narcissist. Like, I'm not coming at you directly. Okay. I'm just talking to you as a narcissist now. Like, this is how we think. Like, don't worry about it. It's on my time. You feel me? Like, it's gonna happen on my time. I come back when I want. I said it. You don't said it.
Really? The ego is...
I come back 10 years next week, 5 days when I want. When I feel like I could be accessing. When I feel like I could come in. When it's the right time. I'm watching you. I'm mirroring you. I'm coming back when I feel like it's the right time. When I feel like, if I feel like you thinking about it, nigga, I'm coming back. You feel me? If I feel like you about to have a withdrawal, I'm coming back. I could be, and I could have a whole nother supply. You feel me? That shit don't mean nothing. You feel me? Yeah, it get dark. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, we always hoover. We always gonna hoover. We always gonna hoover. We always gonna hoover. That's the first. We gotta hoover once at least. We're always gonna hoover, like, because when we hoover, in order for us to, like, for you to even like activate us hoovering, you had to like take control from us. So now I'm hoovering to get that control back. You get what I'm saying, chat? I'm trying to get that hoover back. Like, what you mean? I gotta get it back.
What if it's the type of narc that doesn't like to call first? Like, he likes to be chased.
You said, what if it's the type of narc that he don't like to call first?
Yeah.
Listen, well, I'm gonna be talking to another supply until I'm ready to talk to you again. Shit, what you mean? You think just cause we not talking? You think just cause we not talking that I'm not talking to other supply?
No. I'm sure that's how you need that. Because you just had a collapse. We're talking about right after a collapse, of course.
A collapse?
Because of the whole identity thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this. A collapse.
Like, you need someone...
You said what?
Go ahead.
Listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand. A narcissist, we always gonna come back, man. Like, we're gonna come back. We don't care about nothing, man. We don't care about nothing. We're gonna come back. And as I told y'all, we're gonna only come back if we feel like we can. Okay? If we feel like we can. That's it. If I feel like I can, I'm coming. But if I feel like you healing, you on some serious shit, like I can't get access to you, I'm gonna keep trying different things. Like I might not Hoover no one. I might smear campaign you because that shit the Hoover don't work. You get what I'm saying? Now I might send the flying monkeys your way. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do something. I gotta do fucking something to get control back. You get what I'm saying? I gotta do
Would
something.
you be stalking? Like,
Yes, I will be stalking. I'll put track on your car, everything, bro. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, we get like that. We tracking you down, stalking you, 4 phones, fake pages on my mama. Yes, we watching. You might not know we watching or think we watching because we play it like we don't give a fuck. But I'll be watching. I'm not gonna let you know that I'm watching. Why would I let you know that I'm watching? Feel me? Like, why would I let you know?
Right.
Why I can't let go? Because I want to dominate you. I own you. You signed the contract that you didn't know you signed when you signed up. It's a life contract that you belong to me. In my head, I own you. That's why. Life ain't fair. You feel me? That's how we think, y'all. This is how we think. This is how I think every fucking day.
Oh my God, Mir, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
This is a good question. So, let's say, okay, the person that caused you a collapse, like let's say they blocked your burner accounts, and then removed access, so they exposed you because now that's your burner accounts, causes a collapse, and then you decide to Hoover. How would you come with that Hoover? Like, what tactic would you use?
You said cause a Hoover? What Hoover would I use?
Yeah.
Alright. Listen.
Like, get real.
Y'all ready for this? She said, what Hoover with me? What Hoover would Mir use?
Yeah.
I'm about to tell y'all this shit. I had a couple different ways of Hoovering, like, and we got our own tactics, man, depending on what goes on in our life. You feel me? Listen, me, I'm gonna tell you, in her situation, when exposure causes like a collapse, the Hoover that follows is very specific. I'm gonna tell y'all, because at that point, it's not about love; it's about damage control. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone exposes burner accounts, lies, or double lives, the narcissist loses image and narrative at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That triggers collapse, and collapse triggers urgent hoovering. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm about to tell you the main things, okay? Listen. These the main hoovers use after exposure. Like if you ever exposed, I'm telling y'all, like, I was just talking about this though. But I'm telling y'all, see, the first hoover is the spiritual or moral hoover, okay? I need y'all to pay attention. This is the I pray for you. You feel me? God told me to forgive you. I wish you healing. I release you in love type shit. This hoover is used to reclaim superiority. It reframes them as evolved and you as unstable. You get what I'm saying? It also tries to bypass accountability. The second hoover is the victim hoover. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm coming at you. This sounds like, damn baby, I was going through so much. I wasn't myself. Shit. You don't know how I was dealing. You don't know how much I was dealing with, man. Shit like that's how I'm talking. Really? See? Listen. The goal is not to reconcile. The goal is sympathy and erasing intent. I'm trying to trigger that empath in you. And now the third hoover. These are my favorite one, huh? The calm amnesia hoover, see? They act like nothing happened. No apology, no explanation, just casual energy, you know what I'm saying? See, this hoover tests one thing. Do you still accept access without accountability? If I could just come back like nothing happened, that tells me you don't. You feel me? And now the fourth hoover, y'all, is the rage or intimidation hoover. Like I told you, when the good shit don't work, the soft stories don't work. Now, this might happen. The rage of intimidation hoover, the threats, like I said, the smear campaigns, the legal intimidation, CPS calls. They gonna call CPS, public shaming you. This hoover happens when the other ones fails. It's about fear control. See, fifth hoover, y'all, is the curiosity ping. I told y'all about this. The random likes. You feel me? It's social media. The random likes. I'm watching your stories. Fake numbers. Accidental messages. This hoover is low effort, but it checks like if the door is still unlocked. It's like low effort type shit. Now here's the most important thing to understand, okay? After exposure, the hoover is not about you. It's about stabilizing their identity. Okay? They are always trying to establish one of these three things: access, control, image. Write that in the chat, y'all. That's all we care about. If we come back in Hoover, it's access, control, and image. Y'all need to remember this, y'all. If none of them work, if none of those work, y'all, the Hoover stops. Not because they healed, it's because the risk is too high. You know what I'm saying? And this part matters, y'all. Exposure breaks the spell because it introduces reality, y'all. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna tell you again. Exposure breaks the spell because it introduces reality. Once reality is present, the narcissist can no longer operate freely. So if you expose burner accounts and the Hoover came fast, intense, or strange, y'all, look, that tells you something. Look, you didn't hurt them. You destabilized the false self. Okay? And the safest move after exposure is not explanation, not engagement, not closure. Okay? Let me end this clean. See, Hoover after exposure is not love, y'all. It is emergency response, okay? And when you don't respond, the system that relied on you has to recognize without you. You know what I'm saying? It have to live without you. It have to regulate without you. It have to reorganize without you. It have to function without you. That's when the real detachment happens. Not dramatic, not loud, final. You feel me, sis? Did I answer your question?
Yeah,
We got 160 people in here. Y'all locked in today. God, let's get 100K. What the fuck? Shout out to everybody in here. This was a good live. Y'all like this live? Like these type of lives. Cause y'all know we be master classes. Let me see. We got a lot of new people in the chat. Shout out to all the kings and queens in here.
Yeah, the chat's on fire.
The chat going crazy. I love the chat.
Oh, because you're going crazy. You're coming with the fire.
Nah, I'm just confirming that which y'all already knew. You feel me? It's nothing. It's nothing new. Like y'all the ones. Y'all did the hard part. I told y'all shit. I can't take credit for y'all healing. I'm just exposing stuff that y'all know. Y'all went through. You feel me? No cap. Let me see. What's up though? How you feeling, Queen? I think somebody else about to come up here. Let me see. What's up? How you doing?
Hi.
You got a question?
Yes.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Well, I'm married to a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
We separated in May of last year, but off and on, we still get back together every now and then. And he brings up hope of us rekindling our marriage. Just recently, January 7th, he contacted me 2 days before my birthday, telling me how he had trouble breathing and he can't sleep at night because he feels like he's gonna stop breathing. He had an accident at work where smoke inhalation, it caused his lungs to have trouble like breathing. So I had a little bit of concern for him because I'm a nurse. And that's how he plays on me. He knows that I'm a nurse, so he plays on my
Empathy.
my vulnerability
It's the
when it
empathy.
comes to health.
Shit, empathy.
So, on my birthday, he took me out and everything. We spent the whole day together. I failed to mention that I'm 4 months pregnant.
Wait, you said you pregnant?
Yeah,
Okay.
by him.
Okay.
Then, he told me he was so happy about it, and I told him, I said, how do you feel? Because we've been separated. How do you feel people would think about it? He's like, oh, he doesn't care about what people think. So a few days later, we were in contact off and on. Like, he'll check on me every now and then. And then I asked him, how does he feel about coming with me to the ultrasound appointment in February?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, just tell me, I'll come. Even if I have to come in late to work, I'll come. So a few days passed, like I didn't hear from him. Then my daughter told me, Mom, look on Facebook. Raheem's posted with another woman. That's my husband. So I messaged him. I'm like, you on Facebook with another woman and we were just together on my birthday? Like, none of it makes sense to me right now. And the woman that he's posted with is a woman he told me I should never have to worry about. I recently contacted his best friend because I'm a nurse. You know, we're on strike. I don't have health insurance. So I've been paying out of pocket for the prenatal appointments. I'm trying to get his best friend to sign the document because I'm on his health insurance to keep me on it.
Mm-hmm.
And his best friend told him he needs to contact me and that he can't just leave me high and dry like that. That's not the right way to handle it. So the best friend told me, just don't worry about it. I'm going to talk to him. He still hasn't reached out to me.
Okay. I'm going to say this. Take a deep breath because this is a serious situation, okay? You're dealing with a lot right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk to you real quick. See, I want to ground you first. What you're describing is not love. It's called empathy, exploitation. You know what I'm saying? See, he did not reach out because he was dying. He reached out because he was losing control and needed regulation. See, he knows you're a nurse. He knows you respond to crises. He knows fear bypasses your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? See, that wasn't vulnerability. Listen, that was literally medical. We call that a medical Hoover, y'all. A medical Hoover. Now, let's talk about the pregnancy because this is important, okay? See, when you told him you were pregnant, you didn't ask for commitment. You asked for presence. See, his response was indifference, delay, and disappearance. Words like, I don't care what people think, mean nothing when behavior says, I won't show up. You know what I'm saying? See, and the fact that he was posted with the exact woman that he told you not to worry about is not a coincidence. That is triangulation plus humiliation. It does two things at once to you, see. Destroys your trust and keeps you emotionally waiting. You know what I'm saying? See, now hear this clearly because you need it, see. Waiting for him to reach out is keeping your nervous system in suspense. You know what I'm saying? Suspense is how trauma bonds stay alive. See, concern does not equal obligation. Pregnancy does not obligate you to tolerate betrayal. And marriage history does not obligate you to accept instability. You get what I'm saying? And I need to say something very gently but firmly. See, a man who wants his family does not leave a pregnant woman in limbo. You hear me? He shows up without being chased. He takes responsibility without needing crisis. He does not make you beg for clarity. You know what I'm saying? Now about the insurance and bills, okay? Look, you already acting like a single parent. You're already carrying a load. Your body knows this. That's why the waiting hurts so much. Not because you don't know the truth, but because accepting it means grieving the hope. And here's the most important part thing I want you to hear tonight, see. He is not confused. He is compartmentalizing. You hear me? You are the safety net. She is the distraction. And the pregnancy activated panic, not devotion. You know what I'm saying? See, that does not make you foolish. It means you have empathy. But empathy without boundaries becomes self-harm. Right now, your priority is not decoding him, okay? It's protecting yourself and the baby from emotional chaos. That means this. No crisis based on contact. No waiting in silence. No accepting half presence. If he reaches out again, you don't respond with emotion. You respond with structure. What are your intentions regarding the pregnancy and consistency? See, stuff like that. See, if he avoids, delays, or deflects, you stop engaging. Not to punish him, to stabilize yourself, okay? Let me say this clearly, see. A child does not need a father who comes and goes emotionally. A child needs a regulated mother. You cannot build safety on hope alone. And one more thing, look. If he truly cared and changed, you would not have to wait. Waiting is not patience here. Waiting is self-abandonment. You don't need to decide everything tonight, okay? But you need to stop letting uncertainty live rent-free in your body, okay? You are not
Yeah.
weak. You are pregnant, you empathetic, and overwhelmed. And that is exactly what clarity must be protected the most. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect that. You don't need him close. You don't need him to choose. You need to choose stability, okay? For you, for the baby. And peace would not come from his next message, okay? It would come from you stepping out of that cycle. That's not giving up. That's stepping into reality with strength. You hear me?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I hope I helped you, Queen, for real.
You really did.
Y'all make sure y'all show her some love, man. She going through a lot. She's strong. She got the strength to come. Put a Christmas tree for her in the fucking chat. Because she definitely special. She is loved. And she's not alone, okay? Thank you so much for coming up here, Nadi. You a fucking goat. You don't know how much people you helping right now. You feel me? You strong, you pregnant, and you fighting this demon at the same time. And you still ain't give up. You know that's showing strength to all these women, okay? And we commend you for that. Thank you for coming up here. I love when y'all come. Read the comments. Those for you. The spiritual court, yeah. No cap. I'm gonna answer somebody else real quick. I'm gonna let somebody else come up here. And then we gonna get off. I got so many one-on-ones. It's crazy. Hey, if y'all message, y'all want a one-on-one, y'all gotta book it. I'm gonna message y'all. My schedule about to be crazy today after this live shit. I ain't gonna lie. I got this though. Let me see. You gotta stay up here and chill. You can sit in silence. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You chilling. Feel me? Look. You got a question, Alicia? Y'all need to join that community. Cam, what's good, gang? Cam, join the fucking community, Cam. School community, link in bio. Alicia, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Your mic, it's too much noise. I think it's a lot of echo. Could you hear? It's a background noise. How do you join? You gotta click the link in my bio, the school link, bro. It's the school link in my bio. And you join it. It's the you gotta get used to y'all gotta get used to the school app. That's where the university, that's where y'all learn all the tricks. I've got all the master classes, all the guides, everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me, Alyssa?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can y'all hear her, chat? I can hear her. Can y'all hear her? You not a bro, you a female? I can't tell. You ain't got a profile picture, Cam. Put a kid. Y'all can hear me? Talk one more time, Queen. Alyssa? Yeah, I can hear you. I just wanted to make sure the chat can hear you, okay? What's up? Talk to me.
Um, excuse me.
It's okay. You good. Take your time.
You know, I'm just finding out within the last couple of years about narcissism, and I've come to find out that my mom was a narcissist, for real. And so it's affected. Now I know what this all was. So it's affected every relationship that I've had has been with a freaking narcissist. But this one guy in particular, I've known him over the last 30 plus years. And the back and forth and all the rest of that, we've known each other since we were younger. And so now he is, I'm in contact with him again. So he came into my life again. Everything was all nice. I went through that love bombing phase, and then he backed off, and I didn't realize what was going on. So then I found out that I had been, what do you call that when you've been rejected, or when they back off.
Devaluation?
Yes. And so then he came back again. And I didn't know, still at that time, really, you know what I was doing? I wasn't facing the fact for what he was. I'd known him for so long. I didn't want to believe that he was a narcissist. And I couldn't see it. I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to believe it. And I wanted to believe that he loved me. But now I know that wasn't. Like, he was using me for what he could get out of me. For the things that he knows about me. Because I'm a good person. Because I have a kind heart. I'm an empath. But I've gotten to the point now where I don't like him. I hate him. And so what I have been doing recently, I've been giving him the same thing that he's been giving me. So all that sporadic, texting and going silent and going back and forth, I did the same thing with him. And I did it it's been about 3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I'm slowly trying to pull away from him. But what I did was I just silent. I went silent. I didn't answer no texts. I didn't answer no calls. Nothing. He left messages. Nothing. He came to my house, and I wasn't even. My son and my daughter told me that he had come here. Then he came to my house, and then he was sitting up talking about, I've been trying to get in contact with you. I called you and texted you like about 136 times. And I was just like, you know what? I don't even feel like that no more. And so since that time, he's been showing all of this affection and all the rest of that. And I'm just done. And so I'm just, it's been really difficult to pull away from him. But I'm just about done. And it's like he won't leave me alone.
Okay. You say he won't leave you alone? Let me tell you this. Let me talk to you real quick. Okay? See, I want to slow this down for you because what you just described is a very important turning point, okay? See, first, you are not attracted narcissists because you're broken. You're attracting them because you are familiar to them. Empaths don't attract narcissists because they're weak. They attract them because they're emotionally open, consistent, and forgiving. You know what I'm saying? That combination feels like oxygen to someone who can't regulate themselves. Now, let me break down what just happened with this man because this is critical. See, he love bombed you and then devalued you. That already tells us the structure. You didn't want to believe it because your heart wanted continuity, not chaos. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you stupid. That makes you human. But then something changed. You stopped responding. You went silent. You pulled your energy back. And what happened? He didn't respect it. He panicked. Calling you 136 times, saying that, showing up to your house, suddenly pouring affection. That's not love. That's a loss of control response. So here's the psychology, see. When you mirror his behavior and then remove access, you disrupted the power dynamic. He was no longer choosing when connection happened. You were. So now he's trying to rehook you with affection. Not because he suddenly realized your value. It's because silence makes narcissistic attachments collapse. You know what I'm saying? And I need to say this clearly because this part matters, see. The affection you're seeing now is not evidence of change. It's evidence that the boundary worked. That's why you don't feel him anymore. Your nervous system already clocked the truth. Now, about him not leaving you alone, this is important. You know what I'm saying? When a narcissist escalates, contact like after you detach, that's a red flag. It means they don't respect autonomy and they respect assets. They just want assets. They don't respect your boundary. They don't respect nothing. You don't need to explain. You don't need to soften it. You don't need to be kind at the cost of your safety. Distance is not cruelty. It's clarity. So here's what you do now. You do not go back to testing. No, you don't text them, okay? Don't go back to the texting cycles. You do not reward persistence with conversation. You do not justify your silence, okay? If you engage, even to explain, guess what? The cycle restarts. And let me say this gently, see, the reason you're done is not because you became colder, it's because you finally experienced what it feels like to not be chasing emotional crumbs. You know what I'm saying? That feeling, the absence of urgency, the calm indifference, that's not numbness, okay? That's detachment. And detachment always feels strange at first because it's unfamiliar peace. You didn't become him, okay? You didn't turn narcissistic. You tested a boundary, and your body realized, I don't need this anymore. That's it. That's growth. The goal now is to not get him to leave you alone emotionally, okay? No, no, no. It's to remove access consistently until his system gives up. See, narcissists stop when persistence doesn't work, not when you explain, okay? And I want to end this for everyone listening. See, when someone love bombs you, devours you, panics at silence, and escalates contact, that is not chemistry. That is a nervous system that cannot tolerate loss of control. You are not meant to heal them. You are meant to protect yourself. And the fact that you no longer pull means your intuition is leading now. Trust it. You don't owe anyone access to your peace. Not because you're cold, because you finally chose yourself. You get what I'm saying, Queen?
Yes, I do. I thank you. I really want to hurt him. I really want to hurt him. I want to hurt him. I want to hurt him emotionally, but evidently he doesn't have that. So I'm gonna do what you said. I listened to everything you said. I
Listen, I'm going to say this.
what you
I'm going to be
told
very
me.
honest with you. I'm saying this to protect you, okay? You hear me? Wanting to hurt him emotionally makes sense, but acting on it would keep him in control of your nervous system. You get what I'm saying? The urge isn't power. It's pain looking for relief, okay? That
Can I
ur-
say
that
something real quick?
that urge you feeling right now, like I said, it's okay. Like I said, it's that urge is not power. It's pain looking for relief, okay? See, when someone hurts us deeply, the body wants balance. It wants them to feel what we felt. But here's the truth you need to hear. The moment you try to hurt narcissists emotionally, you enter the game that they are best at. Drama, reaction, control through emotion. They don't experience pain the way you do. They experience engagement. So your attempt to hurt them will feed them and cost you. You get what I'm saying? And I want to say this clearly, okay? Healing does not come from making them feel small. It comes from becoming unreachable. The most painful thing for narcissists is not revenge. It's irrelevance. No access to your emotions. No proof they still matter. No reaction to hook into. That's the injury they cannot repair. If you hurt them emotionally, they get stimulation. If you detach calmly, they lose orientation. One feeds the bend, other ends it. You hear me?
Yes.
Now, let me reframe what you're actually feeling. See, what you want is not to hurt him, okay? You want your pain to be acknowledged. You want the injustice to be felt. And that's human, okay? But the safest way to honor that is not through retaliation, it's through reclaiming your life, structure, distance, consistency, peace that does not include them. That's not being nice. That's being strategic with your own healing. And I need you to hear this part too gently, see. If you act from revenge, you will feel temporary relief followed by deeper emptiness. If you act from self respect, you will feel discomfort at first, followed by freedom. You get what I'm saying? One keeps you
Yes.
tied, one sets you free. So when the urge hits, don't judge yourself. Just name it, okay? Say, this is pain, not power. And then choose the response that protects you. And let me leave you with this, okay? The strongest closure is living well without needing them to survive. Listen, that's not weakness, okay? That's control returning to where it belongs with you, okay? I hope I helped you, Queen, okay?
Yes, you did.
Did I
Thank
answer
you.
your questions, Queen? Make sure y'all put a Christmas tree for
Yeah.
her. She's strong. Thank you for coming up here. She deserves a
Thank
fucking
you.
Christmas tree, too. Thank you so much for coming up here, okay?
Thank you.
Shout out to y'all, man. No cat. Yeah, I like when y'all show love. Going crazy. I've been feeling the rage. All right, y'all, look. This is what we doing. Before I end this live, I want to say this, okay? I want everyone to listen to hear me clearly, okay? Nothing is wrong with you. If tonight stirs something, that doesn't mean you're broken, okay? It means truth reached your nervous system. You didn't imagine the confusion. You didn't exaggerate the pain. You weren't weak for loving or hoping. You were human in a system that thrived on your empathy. If all you take from tonight is this, let it be this, okay? Healing is not about understanding them. It's about protecting you. You don't need revenge. You don't need answers. You don't need closure conversations, okay? You need safety, consistency, and distance from what destabilizes you, okay? Peace is not loud. Peace doesn't chase. Peace doesn't explain. Peace feels unfamiliar at first, okay? Because chaos was unfamiliar, okay? If you're early in no contact, be patient with your body, okay? If you're grieving, be gentle with yourself. If you're finally calm, don't rush back to intensity just because it feels familiar. Start mastering that peace. Start falling in love with peace again. It's gonna feel weak, uncomfortable, boring, like, sit with that shit. Be boring. Boring and peace is fun, okay? Listen. Remember this. The spell doesn't break because they change, okay? It breaks because you see clearly. I'm proud of the awareness, y'all, in this room tonight, y'all. Protected, okay? I continue breaking this down inside the community for those who want deeper structure and support. But for now, go ground yourself, drink some water, y'all, and breathe. You're not crazy. You're waking up. Good night, y'all. You feel me? I love y'all.